Oh yeah, Black Sun in the Hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. Um, we got an excellent show here today. This is the arena this week. I believe MD's on the road, so we're gonna. What up, Deacon? What up, man? Hey man, shout out to Angels Nothing Up Seven. Had a fire show the other day. I gotta give shout out to Angels Nothing Up Seven. MD, you there? Oh shit.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I had a phone
Yeah,
call. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know what's going on my end. I've been having problems with the app. I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean?
Like it's not letting me. Like I don't know. Like it's lagging. I don't know what's going on.
How's your
I
bars?
try.
You got full bars?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was like this earlier.
you sound fine on my end.
No, I'm saying it. Like I was trying to unmute and it wouldn't let me unmute.
Oh, I don't know. I know Che was having that same problem, man. Shout out to Twin, shout out to Twin, shout out to Deacon. I don't know what that is, bro.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah. So, okay, so I want to let me bring up all the articles that was sent here. Let's see. So we got Donald Trump, boom, in the civil case, and then we got Donald Trump gag order. And then we'll close out the videos. I got three videos I want to share relating to Trump, of course. So, we're going to give a little bad news from MD. We're going to get some good, we're going to balance it out with some good news. So, um, let's start with AP. We're going to start with AP. Let me do a share screen. Boom. And I think it's Trump.
Just to clarify, that ain't being objective, Black Son.
No. I'm gonna play some actually just it's some factual news. I don't know. You just gotta see it first. I mean, we're gonna watch and see what, like I said, yeah, this is objective bad news, and I'm gonna give some objective good news.
I'm just saying it's news.
Okay, well I'm saying the news too then. We got news on both sides. We got some
I
good
got
news. We got good news and bad news. How about that for Trump?
to whose perspective.
Well, I mean, if you're a Trump supporter, it could be bad news. If you're Donald Trump, it could be good news or bad news. It just depends on how you look at it. I mean, I could do an analytic at the end if you want me to, but I was just going to
Nah,
bring some other, yeah.
nah, it's all good.
But yeah, I mean, we going let's say we're gonna balance out the narrative. How about that?
Okay, I
Okay,
got you.
okay. All right, so let's start with AP. Start off with AP. Let me read this. Let me blow this up. Okay, so let me blow this up to 120 at least. 200 is good. Okay, so this is AP. AP News. It says appeal courts temporarily lifts Trump's gag order as he fights the restrictions on his speech. It says here, Washington. A federal appeals court temporarily lifted a gag order on Donald Trump in his 2020 election interference case in Washington on Friday. The latest twist in the legal fight over the restriction on the former president's speech. The U.S. Court of Appeals for D.C. Circuit decision puts a hold on the limited gag order to give the judges time to consider Trump's request for a longer pause on the restrictions while his appeals play out. The appeals court said that temporary pause should not be construed in any way as ruling on the merits of Trump's bid. The court oral arguments for November 20th before a panel of 3 judges, all appointees of Democratic presidents. And the gag order imposed by the U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan bars Trump from making public statements targeting prosecutors. Oh, what up, Ron? Court staff and potential witness on the case accusing him of conspiring to overturn the 2020 election. He lost to President Joe Biden and still allows the former president to assert his innocence and claims that the case against him is a politically motivated. Oh, I got an article for that too by Mike Johnson. So we're going to speak on that. Mike Johnson going to speak on that right there. Chutkan, who was appointed by the... Hold on one second. Damn. Clark. Yeah, got it. Okay, I will. Yeah, man, okay. All right. Okay, y'all, sorry about that little phone call. Chutkan was appointed the bench by former President Barack Obama, imposed a gag order on Sunday after prosecutors pointed to Trump's recent social media comment about his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows. It's the most serious restriction a court has put on the speech of a GOP presidential primary frontrunner and criminal defendant in 4 separate cases. Gag orders are not unheard of in a high-profile cases, but courts have never had to wrestle before with whether they can curtail the speech of a presidential candidate. Special Jack Smith's team has said Trump's inflammatory rhetoric about the involved in the case threatens to undermine public confidence in the judicial system. Oh, you don't say. How about the Congress too? And influence potential witness who could be called to testify. Trump's lawyers say that they will go to the Supreme Court if necessary to fight what they say are unconstitutional restrictions on his political speech. The defense has said prosecutors have provided no evidence that potential witness or anyone else felt intimidated by former president's social media posts. Appeals courts, Judge Brad Garcia, Patricia Millett, and Cornelia Pilar will hear the case. Garcia, it is a long article, is a former justice and official clerk, the Supreme Court, Justice Elena Kagan, and was appointed by the branch last by Biden. Millett is an apartment appointee who, before becoming a judge, argued several dozen cases before the U.S. Supreme Court. Pilar was appointed to the judge by Obama. Okay, we got to read all this about. Okay, so that's it, y'all. We know they basically Obama appointed judges. We don't need to know all that shit. So yeah, what's y'all takes on it?
On what? What happened? The gag order?
Yeah, the gag order was
temporary. I mean, don't. As a human being, don't you think someone would have enough restraint to shut up for a little bit? Just let the due process play out.
Free speech.
Who's stopping you from speaking? But you can't speak about your court.
Free speech.
It can't be.
That's not how free speech works.
I mean, that's
free speech.
You know what, man? I was talking to this other Trumpster, and he was just like, I don't care. Whatever Trump wanted to do, and that's what it is with you MAGA folks. Y'all don't care about America no more.
Right, and why is that?
And you know what I was thinking while I was talking to him? Trump is going to be the reason we have World War III. Because the rest of the world going to see it like, man, what's the point? Look what the free leader of the world does. He lies about, I mean, America's just as corrupt as us. Let's start it. Let's get it going. This is them at their weakest point with a president like this. Let's get it going.
I mean, well, let's stick to what was in the gag order. The gag order was there to not have any influence on potential witnesses. Now, this shouldn't in no stretch of the imagination hurt his campaign, because his campaign supposed to be based off President policy that is affecting us now. It ain't got shit to do with what happened in 2020. So what's the need of expressing what happened in 2020 as an outlier for this particular case? It's not. It's foolish. It's dumb. And in my opinion, the appellate court should maintain the gag order. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. Run your damn campaign as it stays now, not what happened in 2020.
He need the money.
Judge don't give a damn.
Have y'all seen that? How much money done ran through?
Well, that ain't the judge problem either.
No, I'm just saying he done ran through some money, bro. He had like close to $500 million. Well, $1.5 billion, rather. He down to like 25 million.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna read the next article since.
See, I don't want to talk about that. That's bad business, man.
I'm sorry, go ahead, talk
bro.
about
That's
this.
bad business, man. That's bad business. Asking your supporters for money, man. You're supposed to be a billionaire. What kind of billionaire asks people for money? Oh, he's not asking. Yes, he is. I tapped into one because you know how they had a text Trump. That's all he do. Ask you for money.
I got a solution for you.
Oh, I ain't sending him no money.
You don't have to send him no money.
Yeah, but that's called campaigning. What's wrong with that?
No, because he said he don't need no money.
Well, Trump said a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, why?
We got to be realistic within our own mindset. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm just saying. So why even say that? I don't need the money. But I'm
because there's a role that's being played.
Yeah,
just like it's a role being played within this court case. That's why the gag order is there.
Did y'all see him in New York? He was looking tired. I think this is gonna start taking a toll on him, man. Especially once he started campaigning and they having to go to court. Then campaigning, they having to go to court. It ain't.
Well, we're gonna talk about that. Let's stick to one topic at a time.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the tirade. Him arguing with the judge. How you do that?
Let him. Because the judge ain't deciding the cases. Sorry. You arguing with the dude that's deciding the case.
But the fact of the matter is, like I was saying, you can't tie what Trump is doing in the free speech because there's a legally binding confidentiality when it comes to information in the case versus potential coercion of people that's involved in the case. You know that, Black Son, I know that. That ain't got shit to do with free speech. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta take certain adequacies that's involved in the case. As far as the counsel's concerned, we gotta be smart and deal with what the civil case, not the civil case, but what the federal case is dealing with. It ain't dealing with you and your campaign. It's dealing with the facts of the matter as it pertains to 2020. I mean, I would think that Donald Trump is smart enough that he can differentiate between the two.
You really think he that smart?
I mean, at some point we gotta assume common sense.
Come on, man. He still think he won the election, right? That's what he was saying. He still
that's the whole point of the gag order.
All right, so I'm gonna play a video and then I'll go to the next article and then I'll play another video. So let me play this video real quick and let's get started.
Oh boy. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. Democrats are in trouble with this one too. Yeah, it's getting ugly. Let's dive in.
Today marks exactly 1 year from the 2024 presidential election and what could end up being a rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Our new CBS News poll shows Biden continues to trail Donald Trump in that possible head-to-head. He is now down 3 points. For more on why, we go to Anthony Salvanto. Good morning to you, Anthony.
Good morning, Margaret. To understand those numbers, we wanted to look at views about both today and the future.
Real quick, how you feel about the numbers, Ron?
They're laughable right now, man.
Okay. How you feel about them numbers, MB?
I mean, I still count that as 50-50.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to, because if things says panic is setting in, and Ron just gave a nervous laugh. So okay, I just wanted to see if this
Was that a nervous laugh? I mean, I think it's funny. A year out, like she said, and it's a 3-point differential. Like that's not really a big. I could see if it was maybe 7 or 10. It's 3 points.
Keep playing the video.
Okay.
So first, the number of Americans who think that things are going badly in the country today has hit its high for the year. So you might expect any incumbent to be down as Biden is. But then look at these positive views of what people think will happen for them financially if Donald Trump wins. Way more voters think they'd be better off. Biden, for his part, hasn't fully convinced as many Democrats that he'd help them.
How you feel about that, Ron?
A whole year away, man. I don't feel like anything. I feel it's a snippet in time.
I feel like a year away, people's financial situation, they'll change how they feel.
I don't know what could happen, and I'm not trying to. I'm just saying right now. Okay,
so people's financial situation will change in a year. How they feel about finances in a year, they'll find a job.
It could definitely. I don't know what could happen in the next year.
What better happen is.
How it better happen?
So according to your logic, what you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, people better get good paying jobs within a year in order for them to change their minds, right?
Yeah, it has to be good paying jobs.
Okay.
Inflation can't go down.
Okay.
Gas go down. Those could be two things that factor in too, right?
I'm listening. So what you're saying is that this has to happen.
Do you think could that factor in if inflation goes down?
Well, we've got to take in, like I said, the migration.
It's either yes or no question. Do you think that would be a factor if inflation goes down?
If inflation goes down?
Yeah. You don't think that would look good for Biden? Yes or no?
Way down, look good for Biden. It would have to go below Trump's numbers and it would look good for Biden.
What was Trump's number?
According to this poll,
now it has to be. Now we have to compare it to Trump's numbers. That's the only way, it'd be better for Biden. If that goes,
that's what they're saying. Yes, they're saying that in order for there to be a significant difference.
What was Trump's inflation numbers?
Well, based on this, it was way better than Biden's.
No, I said what was exact. So you don't know his actual.
You pull it up, sir.
No, actually, I told you, bro, I'm a prophet amongst men. I seen a video talk about this very same topic a couple of days ago. Now, as far as the economy, I don't put too much stock in a differential between Trump and Biden. Here's why. Remember, under Trump, we had the tariff war. Those numbers actually are similar to the inflation that we have like right now today up under Biden. When I think about the economy, when I talk about Trump and dealing with the economy, I deal with a more domestic a domestic institution that Trump say that he gonna build for the economy.
So let me say this. Let me say this real quick. So you would fit where it says stay about the same. You would be that 34%, correct?
Yeah.
Based on
what I'm saying is the advantage that I put Trump over Biden is Trump has a domestic plan to grow the economy from the inside out.
Right.
I'm not dumb enough to think that that's gonna happen within a year or two, because it ain't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. It's not gonna happen overnight.
If Trump wins president, we're gonna have the same economy, but at least I know there's gonna be an infrastructure put into place.
We'll be on track, right? So let Ron.
That's what he's saying.
Huh?
That's what he's saying he'll do, or he already got the plan set up.
I'm just saying he got the plan. All I can do is go off his policy.
I believe you, MD. Blacks
Oh.
and B, you know he be drinking that gasoline, so you got to take him. Right?
I'm simply asking you, hey, what's going on? What's going on, Kelly Ray? I'm simply asking you, Ron, and UMD questions based on these polls. These are voters across the country. They're taking polls now.
A year away from
hold on. I know you said your solution, what it would take to turn it around. Okay, I got you. I took notes. So MD says he's part of the bottom right here, which says stay about the same. So I'm assuming he would be the 34 to /23% right here. I'm assuming you say if Biden went, so you would be the 34%, correct, MD, down here?
I guess I can't see the poll. I can't see that, but I guess.
Okay. So, all right. So let me send Kelly. I got you, Kelly. Got you right here. Bam. Got you right there, Kelly. You can jump on in anytime. Let me play this video. I'm just gonna play it. Just get their feedback on this.
I'm sorry. This is just hilarious. Financially better off if Biden wins 18%, bro. That is laughable. That is laughable. That number has to be cut in half. I don't believe that.
Is that laughable, Ron?
To him, it is, I guess.
Is that laughable, MD?
I mean, it's laughable to think that he would think that it will be a significant difference up under Trump, because it won't.
Well, no, he's just reading the polls. It says, I know you're driving right now. It said if Biden wins, will we be financially better off? 18% voted compared to if Trump wins 45%. So I think that's what he was saying by laughable. So I know you're driving, MD. So
No, he literally said he's 18%. It can't be nice.
Yeah, he was saying 18% laughable because he was thinking it was supposed to be lower.
Yeah, but calm down, Blacks, and everybody isn't the Trump supporter like you and Dr. Rich.
Okay, let me finish the video. I'm sorry.
Yeah, everybody ain't gonna be on the bandwagon like you and
That
Dr.
many
Rich.
people
All right?
are I'll be nice, are misguided. Okay, I'll be nice today. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say. So yeah, I think part of this is just people being nice with their answers.
Why?
Y'all let me know. I'd say that number is probably closer to single digits, 9 or 10%. So yeah, this number should be a little bit higher than this. It should be way higher, but hey, it is what it is.
As the middle class still reels from inflation. Then let's look overseas. There's more voters we find who think that it's Trump that would keep the U.S. out of a war if he wins. And that's driven by a lot of Republican unity on that idea. Let's look at Israel in particular. Americans.
So Ron, Americans are saying that Trump is least likely to take us to war than Biden. What's your take on that? No comment. Okay. What about you, MD?
You already know my answer. I think that's a bold-faced lie, because I know what the strategy for the mainstream Republicans, including Trump, is when it comes to the Israel situation. It's Iran.
Oh no,
and Iran is the ultimate escalation.
Gotcha. Okay. Now go ahead, Ron, because I know you want to jump in here.
No, keep going.
Okay. Keep going.
Sympathize with the Israeli people. Most Democrats think that Biden would show the right amount of support.
Yeah,
but Democrats are more divided over military aid to Israel specifically. Margaret?
I hate that this popped up on the screen so you guys couldn't see the whole picture. Actually, I think I have that pulled up. Let me see if I actually have that one. So you guys, there are a lot of people. The whole tune has changed. Now they got to admit he can win, and they're calling it scary. Check it out.
Congresswoman Crockett, Karen just talked about a warning sign, warning signs across the board, but particularly when it comes to people of color. The New York Times And the right about it says, in a remarkable sign of a gradual racial realignment between the two parties, the more diverse the swing state, the farther Mr. Biden was behind. And he led only in the whitest of 6.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's really scary for me. I'm glad that Karen, the expert, is not
Scary.
as scared. Because here's the deal: perception is reality. And so when you look at the data that was provided in this poll, it talks about how people feel. And when people decide what
So how do y'all feel about that? They talk about how people feel in the polls and all that stuff. Y'all agree with that?
I saw this video. This woman is an idiot.
Okay.
She race baiting.
Hey, I'm not.
And basically what she's saying is niggas don't understand the intricacies of politics and they go off feeling. That's what she just said.
Okay. Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
Doing good.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Hey, I know. You know what inspired me was that Milwaukee thing that you.
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Ooh, they are mad, and I think they said the same thing that they said in Chicago. They said we will flip this state red.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was just telling Mo, like, man, we gotta hook up with Block and figure out who them two, that young man Eric Jones and the young lady is, and figure out what they're talking about. And that would flip the whole state red. Milwaukee is a huge voter block.
Absolutely. And so is Chicago.
I'll tell you what it won't flip, Madison.
Yeah, Madison is super liberal though. I can't even, I think people back home probably hate me at this point because the Trump thing. They probably pissed, but it's okay.
What happened to freedom of choice? Kelly, what's going on?
People take that personal, Blacks, and I've lost some good friends over this. Seriously.
So they're like Ron, they enjoy high gas prices.
Well, they just hate Trump, period. They don't care about anything other than, do you know what he did?
What did he do?
They'll just go on a whole spree of, manipulation, taking money. They'll go back to some old racist shit about him not letting somebody move in his building.
It's just landlord Trump back in 1982.
Yeah.
Not President Trump, but the Trump before Apprentice Trump, the Trump before WWE Trump. They're talking about landlord Trump.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So nothing to do with President Trump.
No.
I'm trying to find out where they don't like President Trump, because we're not talking about him running for landlord. We're not talking about him running for we're talking about him running for the president of the United States. So all I know, Kelly, is President Trump. I don't know about Apprentice Trump. I know about him, but I don't know about him.
What about Central Park 5 Trump? You don't know about that?
I don't know about the Trump either. I know about President Trump because of the such great economy.
I was just curious if you know about
I
that.
can't stand you, Conscious.
Okay, he skipped over that one. What about Casino? Why is that black man touching my?
Trump came into my vision. It was President Trump.
I understand. So you have tunnel vision. I got you.
Tunnel vision.
Okay, you got MAGA vision rather.
Yeah, MAGA vision.
No, it's MAGA vision because we're talking about him becoming president. So I'm only seeing John did as president. So,
you know what, man? He might as well just go and destroy the country. Go for it, man.
Why are we not screwed anyway?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he's just gonna do it fast.
Well, Kelly, I disagree.
Might as well get it over with.
I think Trump is going to bring us back on track with like I said, he's going to start drilling. That's going to create jobs. That's going to, first of all, the first people on the scene are going to be the dump truck people.
So he has a personal vest in Trump becoming president.
And then
I do too, though.
Thank you. Trump 2020.
I feel like it's the only option to continue
destroy
on.
America. You're absolutely right. What up, Mo?
We're Conscious.
America's done. Like, it's just over. I was listening to, like I said, I was listening to this other, like one of the first dudes I started on YouTube with, and he was just like, I don't care what Trump did. And I basically asked him, because in the fraud case that he's got going.
What did Trump do? Again, what did Trump do?
You see, that's what I mean. Like, they don't even, MAGA, like real hard MAGA folks won't even let you get in their thought. Kelly, you cool. You know what I mean? You can, you still a Trumpster, but you cool. You take in information.
Just tell us what Trump.
Is cool, but like
that was so
Laxton and the dude I was no thought but Trump. It's Trump all the way. He farts. It smells like rose. Anywho.
To make you think he's going to destroy the country.
I basically was asking the dude, why do you think Trump, lied about his assets? Well, he didn't do it. I'm like, but you just said he admitted, and it was just like, I don't care what he did. I'm gonna still vote. And it's that. Like,
okay, let me ask you this though: how many potential multi-millionaires, billionaires, do you think? See, these loans all got paid off, if I'm correct.
Yes, it's correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I think portions of them got paid off.
No, all of it got paid off.
I think portions, man.
All of it got paid off.
Okay.
But how many of them would you say potentially, even if that's true, potentially mislead, up the numbers a little, whatever they do to get to where they want to be? How many would you say do that?
I wouldn't say more than half. I would think it was less than 20, 30%.
So you think they give full disclosure on their tax returns?
I thought you said their assets, like, because
let's just consider that too. Assets, tax returns. Let's just talk about being honest in general. How many of those people do you think are honest?
Because it's loopholes and tax incentives, to be honest. Especially if you at that level where Trump them at. That's why he could maneuver that, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't realize it. Trump is the 1%. He the 1%. The shit that y'all hate and rally against, he's been doing it all his life. And y'all love him. Oh, and like he said it, I use the system.
See, this what happened when you don't stay focused on the video, Black Son. Now Ron done went socialist on you.
He showed
bro, get back to the video, bro.
Say it again, MD. I'm sorry.
MD.
I said this what happened when you don't stay focused on the topic of the video that you were just playing. Ron done went socialist, talking about the 1%. That's your fault. Stay focused. Stay focused. Yeah, that's your fault. You asked a specific question.
He wanted to duck and divert. That's a Trump move, MD. You ducking it. I'm just saying.
You asked a specific question. We talking about the black lady that made that dumbass comment on the news show.
Oh man, we did start off with that.
She basically told me, you, Black Son. She told all three of us that we go, we're reactionary. We're basing off of our feelings, and we're not basing our vote on the political reality. Basically saying is, if we are mad because the immigrants sleeping on our doorstep, if we mad that you gotta choose between buying groceries or paying rent, if you mad about any of that stuff, you're basing it off of your feelings and not the political reality, which is niggas supposed to vote for Democrats 24/7, 365. That's basically what she said.
Right, that's exactly what she said.
Who was that lady? I'm sorry, I came in late.
I seen this video earlier today.
You're a senator from Texas, I think.
Yeah, who was this lady? No, she was a news anchor, I thought.
No, she's a senator. Or represent. She's not she's not a senator, a congresswoman. So,
but play it back, son, play it back.
Tempo. Here we go.
Because she said the very poignant things in this,
and he led only in the whitest of 6.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's really scary for me. I'm glad that Karen Edford is not as scared, because here's the deal: perception is reality. And so when you look at the data
I ain't gonna take that from.
It talks about how people feel. Yeah. And when people decide whether they're going to the poll or whether they're not going to the poll, it's all about how you feel in that moment. And so while the facts may not align with their feelings are dictating their reality. Their reality is that they said that they feel better or they felt better when Trump was in office. But we've been trying to push back. We've got some very popular African-American artists that are out here saying things like, oh, I got checks when Trump was in office.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, Ron. Yeah, so she is a congressperson. Good Lord, yeah, she's a
She
demon.
fine. She fine as hell. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna front.
she's
She
very
alright.
pretty.
Demon.
Yeah. Oh, that damn weave. No, let me stop.
Oh,
Yeah, quit hating, Conscious now. Come on.
No, she is fine. She is fine. But she married. She married too, so that already, I'll
Well,
be
let me
looking.
just say that she's making a very broad statement. Like you said, MD, I can look and see that I'm paying high gas prices at the at the pump. And I know food prices have gone up. So, and I know there was no sanctuary. Now, let me say this, because people have said, oh, what's the difference? There were no sanctuary cities under Trump. Tell me.
Yes, they were.
No,
yeah, it was.
Yes, they were. What are you talking about?
That's when Sanctuary City started.
Yeah, I think we still had them, but I just don't
Nigga,
think
get him out of here. He's Trump blind. Get him out of here,
we
man.
weren't seeing this. We weren't seeing. But do you guys see
But
who's coming
a
over?
Sanctuary City was a state thing. Sanctuary City status didn't have anything to do with the federal government. It was these individual municipalities in these cities that created Sanctuary City status. Only until, remember, that when the Democrats took over the House and the Senate is when they started to get federal. And that's how that whole situation happened.
Do you guys
Just to get context.
do you guys pay attention to who is exactly coming over the border?
That's a good point, Kelly.
But majority are young men, like in their 20s. These aren't women, children. Yeah, you see them sprinkled in, but you don't see families, stuff like that. You see young men. That's a problem.
No, I've been seeing women too.
Yeah, they're sprinkled in.
No, like literally where I work at, it's construction going on, and it's a lot of women. Like more than like real. I'm like, damn, it's like that many Mexicans.
Stop it, bro. You in Atlanta. You're not in Chicago. You're not in New York. You're not in Colorado.
So I'm in a big city. What I got a life for?
No, is Atlanta a sanctuary city, MD?
No. What that got to do with anything?
Okay, so why are you? She's talking. I believe Kelly was talking about sanctuary cities.
I thought she was just talking about cities in general.
Well, my point is this. Even with that interview with that CIA agent, it was very clear that we have people coming up through South America. It's terror. I don't want to say that word, the T. Okay, sorry. Anybody, come on. We have to be concerned about sleeper cells.
Oh, come on.
I'm being dead honest. People are willing to do whatever in the name of Allah. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying there's certain things you got to consider.
When was the last time America was even hit with a terrorist attack from another? Boom. Yeah, like it's been years, Kel. They don't care about us. Anything, now if you would have said the cartel,
listen to the Christian National.
The Christian National.
If you would have said the cartels or something, I'd have been with you. But
that's a problem too. Fentanyl is a huge killer. Not to mention,
man, they battling in their own war right now.
And they bring it over the border. You know what I mean? Me and MD did an article about these three brothers and this one sister that went across the border. Luckily, they were identified as American citizens because they would have got mowed down thinking they were Haitians. But the point I'm making is that, this stuff spills over. South Carolina, goddamn Boston, California, goddamn Texas, Tennessee. If you open up your eyes, Ron, there are Mexican cartel violence that spills over into the United States.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. She was talking about almost like a jihad attack almost.
That too. Why do we have top cities to look out for? Washington, D.C., obviously, that's on the list. Chicago, the whole New York, California.
Because those are money markets, like Chicago and New York are money markets.
Okay, but I can't, man. I can't. If we're willing, we're not. We're just letting everybody
Square,
just
Josh,
take
is not
shit
a
over.
bubble. It's the
Do you
square.
know? Okay, I'm glad
sorry.
my buddy Josh is in here. You know, Josh, if you can come up here,
Yeah,
please.
come on up, everybody. Hey, Josh can come on up. Goddamn, Jay, you know you can come up. And then I saw.
We
damn, I
were
saw-
talking about this
Y'all
today.
just gonna jump me. I'm gonna knock all y'all out. No
Moby
teeth.
Silk,
No
hey, Moby
teeth.
Silk, come on up, man.
Conscious,
No
I
teeth.
told you, you got to find Arthur. Okay, that's your best bet if you want your argument to ride.
I don't need no. It's me. I got it. Go out swinging, shit.
But no, we were talking about today that they almost passed Sharia law in Texas. Do you know these people were arguing for Sharia law?
That's crazy.
I mean, there's a whole city, what is it, Dearborn, Michigan?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you can't read the signs unless you know Arabic or whatever the hell that's written in.
Yeah, you know, Kelly, their whole city council's Muslim. It's damn near the Muslim
But
Brotherhood.
Well, whose fault is that?
yeah, I mean, this is what the country was made on. Blacks and right.
Now the whole Sharia thought that's unconstitutional.
There you go.
But a whole city built around a certain ethnic group can't nobody stop that. Just
No, but that's crazy. We can't go there.
Why not?
We can't go there and implement a whole American city.
Why can't you? What's it? Hold on, wait a minute. What's an American city?
I'm just saying, we can't go hoorah over to Iran like we're gonna run a city in.
Well, Iran's not America.
Yeah,
Right,
but yeah,
but we
that's
let 'em do it
America set up
here.
like that. You can't be mad that the founding fathers did that. Everybody taking advantage of it. It was for that time. It was only for certain few, but now everybody can do it.
The Christian nationalism is strong with this one. It's strong with this one.
Hey, John.
Hey, Kelly.
This is interesting, huh?
This is good. Hey, Conscious.
What's going on, Josh?
You know, living the dream out here in Oklahoma, rural America, buddy. Now we got it all. We got the city. We got rural America. I'm here. Let's lay it down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These good folks, though, man. And I want the audience to think like me, Kelly, or Josh is beefing, man. We all good folks, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We can agree to disagree and move on for sure. But everybody sees the United States through a different veil, I think, and a lot of city folks see it a lot differently than I see it because I don't see what y'all see on a daily basis. I'm staring at 7 goats right now, and I just don't see it. But I know if it continues the way northeast, just north of Tulsa.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I used to hang around in Reno.
El Reno, yeah.
This dude's been everywhere. MD knows all about math.
Hey, I'm a truck driver, man. Hey, that's what I do.
Right. Oh man. So I just Conscious is bringing up the point that well, this is America and you can't get mad at what the founding fathers did.
Right. Well, we don't get mad at that. What we get mad at is we get mad at the fact that if you were wearing a MAGA hat and had a red shirt on and were climbing on the walls of the White House, a lot of things would have happened differently than a bunch of Palestinians doing it. I'll tell you that.
But you know what I think that was? Y'all don't see it from this viewpoint. Trump lied about that to y'all. And y'all went in there. Look, see, and then y'all do that. Every time. When I prove it, they be like, because we done had this conversation several times.
You never proved
Especially me and Kelly.
That's your opinion, sir. That's your opinion.
I can barely hear you, Blackson, and this sounds so good. But go ahead, try and get your mic. I can barely hear you. But no, I'm saying I think it would be different though. You know what I mean?
I think the reason why Conscious hates Trump so much because he has to walk everywhere he goes. He doesn't have to put gas in his car or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't hate Trump, man. I don't hate Trump. I just don't think he's right for that position. I just don't think he's right for that.
Have you watched Biden lately? You're telling me he's not right for the position? At least he can stay awake.
Look, I don't think Biden's right for that position either. I think they need somebody new. I think it should be 65 and under. You can't run if you pass 60. I don't think
there is no new when it comes to president. They're all chosen. That's why when Trump got in, that was a fluke. He wasn't supposed to be there.
How could it be a fluke though, especially at that critical?
Because the algorithm that they have set for the voting, you got to beat it, and we did.
No algorithm for the voting.
There is an algorithm for the vote. Come on, Conscious.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If Trump would have said on the campaign trace, I want y'all to mail in y'all votes, do you think the MAGA folks would have mailed in their votes?
I doubt it. Half of them can't even write. I'll give you that. But that's beside the point.
Just how loyal they were to Trump. Like, that's what I give to Trump.
It's not that we're loyal to Trump. We're loyal to freedom.
Right.
But Trump isn't. He only wants freedom for himself.
Absentee ballot voting is not freedom. Well, I can not worried about taking a day off of work, and I can still go to work.
Right.
And I can just mail in my ballot.
Yeah, I think we should have a national voting holiday.
Well, that's all well and good, but you can't run them through the machine 6 times. How about that? How about we do mail in voting, but we just run them through the machine once? How about we do that?
Oh, see, here we go with the conspiracy.
It's not conspiracy. I dare you to say a conspiracy. They just turned over a mayoral election because they caught somebody doing it. It is no longer conspiracy. It is
the
fact.
2020 election. Nothing.
So what about the 2020 election, guys? Come on, let's stay focused on one thing.
So so you're saying that it's an anomaly. You're saying it's an anomaly when it's all over on video that they did it, but it's an anomaly.
But it hasn't been proven in court. Can you show me a court case where Trump won? See, it gets quiet then. Then it gets quiet because that used to be because
I really trust our judiciary after what happened today in court. I don't trust it at all.
So what's the point of voting then?
You don't trust the whole system. Yeah, I kind of agree.
No, I don't. I don't trust the system, but it's what we got.
You know,
and there it is.
The one thing I will say, I am proud about Obama. We know he won. It was no question. Obama won.
Right. I'm glad elected Obama saved all the racial divide in the country. Man, that was great.
Obama ain't black, but that's beside the point.
But see, he didn't even do that. Like, all this is a culmination of really that and the distrust. Because when Obama got in, y'all got to remember how the right side was on him. They got on him about wearing a tan suit.
Right.
He didn't have no drama. He didn't have no scandals. I mean, nothing major. Like, he did his little thing and got in and got out, but they expected him to be so much more. He was going to take the guns and divide the country. And Fox and Rush Limbaugh and them, they made y'all fearful of Obama.
Oh, we didn't fear Obama. Here's the thing.
I give him credit. I give him credit based on the fact that he saved America by not allowing Africa to set up their own economic system by killing Gaddafi. He saved America.
Okay, so let's you want to compare what Obama and Trump did? I mean, how many sentences were commuted by Trump compared to Obama? Let's do that. You want to do that? Let's talk about freedom, getting people free.
Obama did more.
I doubt it.
He did 420 something. How many did Trump do?
I think
like 119. But Trump only had one term. Obama had 2. So I'm not trying to take that. I'm saying Obama had more time, but he commuted over 400. He started.
Ron.
Look it up. I don't have to lie.
How many
he commuted the most
how many American citizens
in the past 50 years.
I don't give Obama no credit for that shit. If you gonna give that to people that got drug offenses, why not just fucking make it legal? He had the executive power to do that. I don't give him no damn credit for that shit.
Because we make too much money off that. Black Sun, you're really low. Your volume, it's hard to hear you.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'm not sure why.
Perfect. It's perfect. It is perfect.
I know. Conscious like that.
Check. Hold on.
I mean, but really, I know I come on here and I sound like a big, heavy Trump thumper, but I'm telling you what, man, I know that I'm working 60 hours a week and I can barely pay my bills, and to think I'm anything more than just a cog in this wheel is insane.
Yeah, we all cost, unfortunately, but
right.
I don't like with the economy. I don't really with besides regulation, what really can the president do
Still
to
low.
make the economy good or bad? It's really gonna be the free market that decides that.
Well, when you take away the
Oh,
free
so now
market
all
from
of a sudden
American
you a
oil
capitalist
driller,
now, huh?
yeah, also
No,
capitalism is
I'm
great.
just saying our society is built on capitalism. I have to be practical. Like
But
that's
dude,
I mean, I've
never.
always looked at it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the president really doesn't, besides regulations, what can he really do?
I don't know.
It's either regulated or, you know what I'm saying, deregulated. But besides that,
Well,
you know,
what you do is you create a bunch of tariffs on imported goods from people that are trying to flood our market to keep our economy slow, because we're not growing from within. We're just buying everything from outside the borders of the United States. Now, if you tariff everybody, that keeps everybody from leaving, it brings the jobs back to America and the companies back to America. That's what we need. Not, I mean, that's what a president could do.
Regulation, though, right? But like, I don't think Trump was trying to do that either.
So Josh, this is what you just said. Josh, that's your name, right? So
Yes.
so you just said we have to put tariffs on foreign companies to force them out to get American companies to invest in themselves and start an American. Why do we have to do that? Why
Because
do we
that's what's
have?
good.
Go ahead.
Because that's what he was just saying, was that we need to, you know, when he was saying he was going to be a capitalist now, if you can't like import our oil, you can't import all these goods from China and then expect the American workforce to flourish. They don't need to. They won't. It's cheaper just to buy it overseas than it is to hire and start a company and hire people to do it here. But now if you slow that down, America will find a way. They'll start the businesses and they'll create the capital within the country.
So block foreign capitalists so we can be capitalists.
It's not block foreign capitalism.
See, I'm a real capitalist. I believe worldwide trade. I don't give a damn who you are. That's my belief. If you make a good or a service that's cheaper than mine, guess what? You win. The name of the game is to profit and spend the least amount of money. That's the name of the game. Nobody's stopping anybody in this country from doing that. I shouldn't have to regulate a foreign company in order to do that.
Well,
they're trying to make money just. But see, there you go.
I mean, I'm American first. That's all I.
If you were American first, then you wouldn't have to worry about other countries.
But clearly,
if you were American, despite if they sold to us or not.
But how not?
Okay, so capitalism. Okay, so what you're saying is, I get what you're saying. So all we got to do is just play on equal terms for world trade. Got it.
Right.
Okay, so we're the ones that get tariffed beyond belief, if they will even let us sell our goods in their country. And then when we raise ours just to match yours, we're the bad guys? I don't think so.
I mean, this is what we do, though, Josh. We stop buying their product.
Exactly.
We stop buying.
You don't buy. Ain't that what they said?
I mean, in a sense, we boycott them, because if we stop buying it, they're definitely not going to ship it over. It'd be a waste of inventory, right?
But how can we boycott when it's so damn hard to survive? I don't know, but like Josh just said, he's working 60 hours a week.
But that's our government. That's our government putting us at a catch-22 again.
There you go.
And like, we can't just buy it
and creating monopolies.
Yeah,
in order to take out other private businesses. That's our fault. Get rid of stop subsidizing these goddamn monopolies and let private businesses do their work. You wouldn't have this problem. You wouldn't have this problem at all.
I agree with that.
So what do we do? Our options are slim. That's
pretty much.
Well, we're doing exactly what they want. We're sitting here arguing over Biden and Trump. That's exactly what they want us to do. Don't think, Kelly. Shush.
We gotta start being like Josh, like independent. Like you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to literally go back to that, and it's gonna kind of have to start.
I ended up the year with over 800 pounds of food put away.
See what I'm saying?
Grown myself on my land, so it can be done. It's a lot of hard work, but I mean, I think everybody really should get into a little bit of it, dabble a little bit.
Yeah, see, we have some folks
Everybody
like
can't
Jack.
own land. That's impossible.
Huh?
Everybody can't own land.
But
I
like
live in a
little-
trail. I live in a trailer park, dude.
But you own land. You just said you own
No,
land.
I don't. I said on my land. If I'm on it and I'm occupying it, it's my land. But it's less than a half an acre in a trailer park. So I don't tell me about soft spaces and ain't got no room and all that. I could do it from a bucket.
Okay,
Well,
that's
you
fine.
pay for that extra lot though, don't you?
$200, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
But I mean, it's definitely worth it, man.
A
I
year?
can't.
Or a
Huh?
month? Oh, okay, I was about to say, damn. Maybe I need to come on 200 a month. Shit.
No, that's just for the empty lot next to me. That the lot next to me come empty, and I got the lot. So
Okay.
I literally doubled everything I could do last year.
Truth be told, if I could do it like northern Wisconsin, I find stuff all the time. 130,000 for 40 acres. I would love to buy that.
Yeah,
40
man,
acres.
Wisconsin. Oh my God, Wisconsin, man. When I used to be up there, I used to be looking at some of them prices for houses.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I can come up here and live like a king.
Yep. I'm like, damn, 130,000 ain't shit. It's 2 buildings on the property. I mean, on the land already. I would just bring my people in, like, fuck it. Let's just do it. You know, I wouldn't even, you know, if I could do that right now, which I can't. I'm working on it, but that's my whole goal. I don't want to make anybody pay for anything. I just have a small amount of people I want to bring in just to be able for survival. But I don't know how much time we have left, if that's even feasible.
And it's some nice places up there in
look.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Kelly, what you got to realize that no matter how long you can go back as far as you want in history, there's always been a farmer that survived. That's why we're all still here. So doesn't matter how much of the time we got, just make good with the time we have, and that's all you got to worry about.
I mean, but yeah, I just seen something the other day. 130,000. That's nothing, really, if you think about it. So it's doable, definitely here.
All right,
Other
continue with the
places-
video, Black Son.
Let's get back to the video.
All right, how's my mic now, man? I don't know what's wrong with it.
It sounds
No.
better now. I don't think
Yeah.
your mic was connected earlier.
That was
Oh,
way too
okay.
high. It's way too high. You screaming.
Oh
No.
shit! Hold on, let me
No.
lay it down.
You're not. He's lying.
All right, let me play the video, y'all. Oh shit! Hold on.
I want those checks again, not understanding that
Oh,
that
shit.
really came from Congress. So we've got a couple of things.
Oh, can
The
y'all hear it?
perception issue,
Shit, what the
and then
hell?
we also have an issue as it relates to civics in this country and people not understanding
Y'all can hear it? I can't
exactly
hear
how
it.
any of this works.
Oh no.
She called it scary. And then she complained about celebrities coming out and voicing their opinions. But you never complain about when celebrities voice their opinions about Joe Biden. Oh. And push lies about Donald Trump. You never complain about that. You never complain. You just sit back and key and clap for it. Look, see, we got the celebrities on our side.
He's
Get out
funny.
of here. Kick rocks. I wanted to say something else. Don't cry now. This is what you wanted. This is what you created. You encourage these folks to come out and speak. And now that they're coming out and speaking against Joe, it's all of a sudden the problem. Stop it. Not trying to hear it. I got one more clip for y'all.
Chief Washington
check this
correspondent
out.
John Carl. John, in addition to our poll, New York Times has a poll out this morning showing that Donald Trump is leading in 5 out of the 6 big battleground states. Now, presidents have come back in the past, Ronald Reagan, Barack Obama, but this is tough news for Joe Biden.
Look, this is a wake-up call. This is frightening for not just the Biden White House, not just for Democrats, but for anybody who fears what a return to a Trump presidency would mean.
Watch it. Listen to the crap that comes out of this guy's mouth, man.
If you're gonna wake up a Biden administration, you need an EpiPen to the neck.
Panicking. And I got another clip to show you as to why they are panicking. It's incredible. Listen to it.
Can win. The New York Times poll is not the first one to say this. He can win. It is early, and the biggest challenge for Biden is it's not just that people have suddenly fallen in love with the idea of Trump. going back to the White House, they haven't. It's that only 23% of the country in our poll thinks the country is on the right track.
Voters don't seem too fazed by the fact that Donald Trump has been indicted so many times, but a conviction could make a difference.
Look, it really could. I mean, we'll see. But I mean, the idea of voting for somebody that's under investigation, even somebody who's been indicted, is one thing. Voting for a convicted felon is another thing entirely.
So, in my opinion,
you can't vote for a convicted felon
with all of this situation, because you have Trump involved in, I don't know, 5 different cases, right? In 5 different places, maybe 4. I don't know. I've lost count. I don't even care about the counting. Bring some more, matter of fact, make it 30, okay? Right. All seriousness, but you have with those cases, I don't know, hundreds of different, charges. I think they're going to get something to stick in at least one of these cases, if not a couple of them, right? So, but I think people understand that this is all a sham, which is why they're panicking. They tried to smear him before. It didn't work. They tried the whole Russia, and it got exposed. And I always bring up the lady that I showed you guys, the lady who is a Democrat that said that in 2024 she's going to vote for Trump, and she said that because she said something weird is happening. She doesn't like the persecution against Trump that's happening. She hasn't seen anything like this, and it reeks of corruption. And I agree with her, right? I 100% agree. And most people in this country agree, because his poll numbers have only gone up since these indictments started happening.
Now, I want everybody to comment on that. Did we keep talking about indictment?
That was a dumbass argument.
Really?
Because
it's not factual?
No, it's not factual, because the base in and of itself thinks the same thing that Trump does.
What do you mean? Maybe
meaning that the election was stolen. That's the basis of the argument. I don't believe the election was stolen. That's not going to take away from if I'm going to vote for Trump or not. That ain't got nothing to do with it. But the fact of the matter is, in the court of law, if he's found guilty of this, blow the whistle.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm a man of law and order. I'm a true man of law and order. And law and order, go ahead.
So I hear you keep saying that. Are you mad at people if they decide, you know what? Yeah. Now, I ain't even got to the part yet. But
because I know the basis of it, Black Son. You know how I feel about the MAGA base. You know how I feel about it.
Okay.
And you, Christian nationalist.
He's not a Christian. You ain't shit for that, MT. You know that's not true.
He done flipped over. God bless him.
The world's first atheist Christian nationalist. Wow.
There you go. There you go.
He's a Mormon.
I told you, Christian nationalism ain't about the religion of Christianity. It's about the ideology of the Republican Party.
So, do you think
are an atheist Christian nationalist?
So, do you think the Republican Party is 100% on board with make America godly again?
No, because we have moderates in there. I didn't say all the Republican Party. We have moderates. Hell, we got liberal Republicans.
I would think it's probably 60% Christian, hardcore Christians in there.
Like I said, y'all should have went with
Jim Jordan. What's dude's name? Mike Johnson.
Y'all should have went with Jim Jordan, but hey, there you go.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Jim Jordan Christian nationalist light.
Yeah.
Whereas Mike Johnson is Christian nationalist heavy duty.
He heavy, but a low key with it. And
because then nobody knew him up. Nobody knew Mike Johnson. He was low key from the aspect of like keeping his head down.
Don't worry, y'all. This Christian and all this other talk, don't worry about it. In about 10 years, we're all going to be under Sharia law, so it won't matter. Carry on.
Well, that's unconstitutional too. So,
well, it appears that they can do what they want. Josh, remember what happened today? Trump was told that he can only answer in yes or no.
Yep. They can do what they want. The lawyer objected, and the judge slammed his hand on the table and told her to sit down. There's not going to be any objections.
That's what the lawyer, Trump's lawyer, said. Do you think she's going to tell the truth? or she gonna tell it to get sympathy. But like you can't. That's what I'm saying. Why is she arguing with the judge who's deciding the case?
Because the judge would not let Trump answer the questions, but with yes or no.
The judge was campaigning. Trump was campaigning on his witness stand. That's what he was doing. Let's just keep it real.
Why would he campaign on the witness stand if nobody's watching?
Because the lawyer gonna talk about it.
Somebody in there need to get
So you can't when there's a literal objection, the judge don't have to hear it. He can just tell you to sit down. That's the judiciary as you guys see it.
Yes.
From the reports from the reports I've seen, Trump was on a tirade talking about election interference and all that. The judge told him, "Hey, look, man, we're not in here for this.
Josh,
you need to answer the question, yes or no."
Josh, I don't agree with neither one of these dudes, just for the record.
Okay.
The crazy part, MD is more than likely gonna vote for Trump, though. You'll realize that. But MD, he just kind of like fair is fair. You know what I'm saying? You can't be just doing what you want just because Trump. Your name is Trump.
Let's
my courtroom. You gotta do what I tell you to do. At the end of the day, that's
my
how
eyes are blind in the name of the law.
That's how it works for everybody, though, right? The judge in the case ultimately decides what's going on in his or her courtroom, no matter who the defendant or the plaintiff is.
That doesn't make it fair, and I fought for a lot of people.
But I mean, that's you know what I'm saying. You know how the legal system is, but you got to obey the judge. Once you say, okay, I'm going to trial with all this shit, you still got to obey by the rules, especially when you agree.
The judge said that because Trump was in there MAGA battling about shit that didn't have anything to do within the context of the case.
Well, okay, the questions being asked aren't going to be able to be answered with yes or no, though.
Is it going to be able to be answered talking about election interference?
No.
Well, that's what he did.
That wouldn't work either. Yeah, that wouldn't work either. I'll agree to that. I have to be honest, but
I think did y'all see him in court next to it? Looked like he was tired, man. I'm telling you, man, these trials and that campaign.
Let's not talk about Trump being tired, man. Biden's got a stick up his ass just so he can stand on the stage. Stop it.
Always used to that. Y'all used to seeing Trump amped up and YMCA ready to go. I'm proud to be an American. It looked like he was tired.
But Trump has always said it, and it is important to me to keep in mind, like, they don't want me, they want you, and I'm in the way. And I truly believe that.
Kelly, dude.
I just don't understand why everybody hates Trump now. 10 years ago, everybody fucking loved the man. I don't get it.
People hate Trump.
Yeah, like 300
but
songs.
I'm saying, Kelly, you know what he says that how
Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now.
Kel, how is he going to stop whoever they are from coming after you, and they after him right now? They own his ass for court cases. He can't stop them. And if they wanted you, he wouldn't even know about it.
So you're telling me if a billionaire can't stop the judiciary from coming after you, we are screwed.
Absolutely.
We screwed because he can't stop them. They own his ass. As y'all can see, they own his ass. So no, he can't stop them from coming after you. No way. How could you stop them?
So we might as well throw the Constitution in the trash. Game over, and we just gotta follow your rules.
Yeah, I give up.
Constitution on the 6th. So y'all didn't care about it then. So
man, just get now. I give up. Y'all win. Just give me my UBI. I'm gonna pet goats the rest of my life. I love you.
Don't do that. Don't give up on me, man. Don't give up on me. But I'm saying, like, we gotta use if that's the case, then we gotta go by the Constitution on January the 6th. We're saying only the vice president can count them. He can't decide which electors can be taken back. He just counts them. So
no. That's the new law. That's the new law that got passed. Was not how it was when his time. No,
that's been in the Constitution. But I'm saying that's been in the Constitution, so we got to go by that, Kel.
But what about the fact that aren't we supposed to be able to?
You never answer the question.
What's the question?
Do we go by the Constitution where it says that the vice president only counts the number of electors?
You do know, Ron, in the Constitution, it says that we can overthrow a corrupt government.
Right. That's what I'm getting.
Right.
You the corruption. Y'all, what are we talking about?
The election was corruption.
But you
Man,
haven't
prove
proven
it.
that, man.
Prove it.
The other night, like
No,
they
you-
just
No, you didn't. No,
Yes,
you
I
didn't.
did.
No, you didn't.
Proved it the other night. They just caught them.
You did a red herring the other night by showing something that ain't had nothing to do with Trump.
So
You did a red
truth is
herring.
different in Michigan than it is in Tennessee. Is that what we're talking about?
We're talking about a red herring.
What
Yes,
happened in Tennessee?
We're talking about whataboutism. You did well. What about this mayoral race? This proves that Biden stole the election. How?
Stuffing the ballot, sir.
What?
What did that video have to do with 2020, Black
It
Son?
was stuffing the ballots in that they showed.
What did that video have to do with 2020?
Went by. It's called if you get away with something, do it again and do it again and do it.
Oh
There's
my
a
God.
It will
Man,
repeat.
do you see though? Come on, man. Do you see that? Just literally
That's
think
that.
how you jump.
There it is.
You
That's
jump
what
from
about
a
it.
mayor race to the presidency.
Okay, so when in 2016, when Trump won and everybody else screaming the election was fake and fair and delegitimized and all that, that's okay for them to do it. Then when we do it, it's bad and everybody needs to go to prison for 20 years and it's an insurrection.
Josh, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you two questions. Now, Hillary Clinton was mad as fuck. Did she go to Trump's inauguration?
I don't know. Did she?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
she went. Now, did Trump go to Biden's inauguration?
Hell, did she ask for an audit? Did she ask for an audit of the vote? She didn't.
No, she conceded to him.
Well, yeah, I get it. You know, she did.
That's the whole
Okay,
difference.
fine, but she still said that the election was stolen from her.
But
that's beside the
And
point.
fuck that cunt anyway.
And I mean, you know, she was
but I'm
busy smashing Blackberries and hiding emails and shit
But
anyway.
I'm saying though, even she had to concede that she lost the race to Trump. Even though she might have felt differently and expressed it, she's still like, okay, Trump won. Trump won to the point where I'm going to his inauguration. That's the difference between what Trump didn't do.
Who
Like,
cares? Is that it? Do you have to do
You know
that?
why? Who cares? Because y'all still think that he lost. I mean, that the election was stolen from him. But if he'd have went to that inauguration, you would have knew. You might not have liked it, but you would have accepted it. And you would still have these doubts. And that's that whole transfer of power. That's why they say it separates us from all the other countries in the world. Because it admits, like this happened with Nixon and Kennedy. Like Nick, and they said, do you want to bring it up? But Nixon said, no, for the better of the country. And the country think Kennedy won. I'm gonna just roll with it because we have to protect this country, but not a person.
You just proved my point. You just proved my point.
But I'm
about
saying,
politicians in general. You just said that even if she believed it, she just did it. She went along with the crowd.
No,
but if you firmly believe something, like he firmly believes the election was stolen from him, he will not give. To the fact that they're going to litigate it forever.
But Josh, it's not what you feel, it's what you can prove in court too. Like we got to be logical. Like this government works on the judicial system most of the time, especially when you go in like saying the election was stolen from me. So we got to go on that too. Like she might believe something. Like we believe OJ guilty, but he was found innocent, right?
Ron, you know
You know what I'm saying?
that have
So
been.
like it's not only based on what you hold on, you jumping in, Black. So let me and Josh finish talking.
Go ahead.
I'm saying it's that transfer of power, that acknowledgement, like, okay, even you might have done something shady to win, but I acknowledge that you won this round. It would have been totally
that's
different.
symbolic though. I ain't even that's all symbolic. I ain't even tripping on that.
I'm telling you.
He ain't have to go if he ain't want to.
It's the
fact that matter is he can't prove that the shit was stolen. He can't do it. He
true.
tried to do it 3 times in Georgia and couldn't do it.
Didn't outsources those spend their money? What's that? 2,000 mules? Didn't we see that? Didn't
Oh
other
my
people
God, she
spend
said
money?
2,000 mules.
I'm
The
serious.
Sousa and 2,000 mules is the most dumbest thing. And I wanted to show that movie on Arena Cinema too, but like I said,
What was the
2,000
movie you
mules,
showed the other day? I came in at the end. I didn't even know what it was.
Oh, that was 1948, talking about the establishment of Israel.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
other people did
2,000.
spend
We're
their money.
gonna have to break down 2,000 mules one day. We might have to do it offline, but we might have to come into the stream like offline and just have a watch party at 2,000 mules.
That'll work.
We go to Cast
Huh?
TV. We can go to Cast TV. Shit.
That ain't gonna do it justice.
Oh,
I don't even know what cast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can show the movie on Cast TV.
I keep hearing about this new service called Kick. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Nah.
It's a streaming service called Kick.
And that I don't even know why people are wasting their time. Well, I guess a streaming service, but I mean, as far as other things like Rumble, it's cool. Yeah, you know, freedom of speech, whatever. But eventually they'll shut that down, and YouTube just rules the land. It is what it is, you know.
You don't think Rumble gonna make its own way?
I mean,
Rumble ain't gonna last, especially with Israel going on anti-Semitism. Once the anti-Semitism train start rolling, it ain't gonna stop.
And that's another
You ain't
thing.
gonna be safe nowhere.
We got protests everywhere in support of all these different things. Like, how is this even gonna work? What, like, I can't really say how I feel on here, right? Because I just feel like they're implants, and I feel like everybody should be free. I don't understand why, you know, people can't relocate or whatever, but then, you know, there's this whole quote unquote, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole, I guess. So why did I
Don't do it. Don't do it. Because basically,
Come back, Kelly. Come back, Kelly.
Yeah.
Basically, you just said the Palestinians can be free, but not in their own land. That's what you just said.
No, because I do understand. No. I do understand how that went, right? So it's rough. That's all I can say. I can't even talk about it because I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
We shouldn't be over there. That's all we should say. We shouldn't be over there.
Well, we're not over there.
Well,
yes, we are. We ain't.
Okay.
We're everywhere.
They just deployed 17,000 to man the carrier groups and a Marine group. But going back to the protest, that's another pin in the head, so to speak, of Sleepy Joe, because now it's a separation between the extreme left and the moderates.
Yep, you're right.
That protest that they had in Washington this weekend, that shit was communist as hell.
Now,
but it showed, huh?
Why don't they get in trouble?
Well, because they were expressing, that's what you call free speech, Kelly.
So they can throw shit at Secret Service. They can.
I ain't see all that.
I mean, how do they get away with that? But yet, you know, when it comes to us, it's a big problem. It's a catch-22 because people say all the time, "Oh, why don't you make them do this? The 1% and the white people and this and they run everything, and why can't you stop them?" Then
them same people you were talking about was asking for Joe Biden head at the protest.
And I just want to say I agree with Conscious on this 100%. We shouldn't be over there, Conscious. That's why you should vote for Trump, because Trump will end the war and bring everybody back home.
That's a lie.
Just like what he did.
That's it.
That's a lie.
I think he's got too much invested in that one side. I don't know about that, Josh. His alliance, I know where that
Trump
is.
will end the war in Ukraine. That's a fact. Because they talking about
that's a fact. World War III if he's elected, guys. He's gonna
Trump will end the war in Ukraine. That's a fact.
I've heard that before. And then I heard that before.
You man, I seen it, man. This dude was playing this video about being an overlord, and he went to China and all.
You can't deny the fact that Slovakia said they're no longer funding Ukraine. Italy said they're not funding Ukraine no more. Italy just said that, and also Hungary said they're not funding Ukraine anymore. So why can't we not fund Ukraine anymore? They're closer to Ukraine than we are. I'm just saying.
And let's talk about all the people.
Why do we need to fund Israel?
Because Israel's a 51st state. I keep telling you this.
Man, stop. Give me a comprehensive breakdown. I don't. I'm like, what are you doing?
He can't.
That ain't telling me much.
And once you turn Trump, your comprehension skills go low. Oh, boom, boom.
What about all
here
the
all night,
people-
ladies and gentlemen?
You guys really think you guys think all this aid money's going to these countries, right? You know, obviously, let me break down on how it works.
Break it down, Josh.
When we say we're going to give you billions of dollars in aid, like for the war in Ukraine, what they do is they send them all of our oil equipment, and then that money
Yeah,
goes
I
back,
broke that
stays
down
in
last
America. 80% of that money stays in America. It doesn't go. And I agree, we shouldn't be giving money everywhere like we are. It's you know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. We don't need to get our nose stuck in all these other places when we got our own problems here, and that's just it. The government's so worried about sending billions everywhere, and that while people on the streets, and it's just this is the thing. They've got us arguing over this and this and this and this and this, and
money for
because
war.
we won't look within.
The poor, as Tupac would say.
That's Tupac for sure. Yep. But can we talk about all the people that are threatening us
Like Iran?
behind this?
They've been
Yeah.
Syria?
Vote for Trump. We in Iran day one.
So if we got all these people threatening us, like if we don't do this and we don't do that, then what? What's gonna happen? Anything or no?
Who threatened us? Said if we don't do something.
China?
Iran?
What did they say?
Syria?
Turkey,
Jordan?
All these. When
Oh, yeah,
they like,
Turkey. That's right, Turkey. Yeah, Erdogan.
damn. What
Yeah,
did we do
yeah,
to these
Erdogan.
folks?
Yo, MD, Erdogan flipped the script again.
So then what?
Erdogan said he's going to support Iran. What you got to say about that, MD?
Again, he a double talker. That's what I gotta say. I we talked about this last week, like son. Erdogan is a fence straddler. He trying to play both ends from a public aspect. Don't you know we got nuclear weapons in Turkey?
I would
Okay.
assume
We
we
do.
have them a lot of places.
So does Russia. Whoa. So does Russia. What's your point?
Russia don't have no nuclear weapons in Turkey.
They don't?
Only we do.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, why would they?
Don't worry,
Turkey is a fence
Pakistan. Pakistan come out and said they're going to start handing out nukes to the other countries today. So good luck. I mean, not like to use, of course, just a deterrent, right?
Pakistan got nukes.
Yeah.
This will be fun,
Really?
right?
Electricity, how they get nukes?
Boy Biden. Hello.
But and think
Because
of it
you
this way.
believe the propaganda that all these places are just third world dirt holes. They're
No,
very
no,
sophisticated
I'm-
individual, and they got a lot of money. There's a lot of countries that got nukes over there. A lot.
No, I'm just saying, Israel has Pakistan by the chin strap, by the bootstraps, rather. They supply their water, their electricity, the food, all that, right? No,
What?
I'm tripping.
No, not Pakistan. No, not Pakistan.
Oh, I'm thinking
Hell no.
Palestine. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Palestine. I'm sorry.
You said you talking about Palestine here.
Oh, yeah. I'm tripping. My fault. I thought they said Palestine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Palestine has no autonomy for nothing. That's why they able to be subjugated the way that they are. And Biden is sitting on his hands and saying one thing but doing another, and the left wing extremists ain't fucking with Biden right now. So he losing based on what Black Son say, he loses even more points.
I don't
Biden
understand
is
it.
like, where's Waldo? And Kamala is like Jimmy Hoffa. You don't see these people. Like, where the hell are they?
But when did you see Pence?
Oh, Pence out of here. He said he no more for him.
No, I'm saying when he was
No,
vice
he's saying, when did you see Pence as vice president?
Well,
yeah,
you
but
know
like,
what? We might not have
you're not
seen
going to see them
Pence.
unless you know the president's sick or something like they ain't going to do
So-
nothing major.
Okay, so you're saying, so they all doing it. Why is it that see, this is the point. Every time you bring up something, you go to point finger at somebody that did it too, and they're both fucked up for doing it. Let's call a spade. They're not fucking doing their jobs in the upper echelon of our government. They're using our money against us. They're sending our money overseas so they can line their own pockets, and every single one of them do it. And if we sit here and want to go left, right paradigm, all you want, that's what they want.
But
You got to focus.
Trump did that too. He did that too.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
No, I'm saying, are we gonna get rid of him too? Look, let's make. I don't vote
At
for
least
Biden. You don't
we've
vote
seen
for Trump.
him.
Let's do. And I told blacks in this. I won't vote for Biden. He doesn't have to vote for Trump.
I
Let's
like
pick
Trump.
Cornel West.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I initially said,
I
but
like Trump. Sorry.
Nobody wants to know. Nope. So let's not vote for either
I'm
one.
a truck driver, sir. I can't do that. I'm a truck driver.
You don't want to do that, and you have that.
No.
Right,
I like. Repeat after me, Ron. I like Trump's gas prices.
Oh my!
Trump don't have no gas prices.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? No,
the Republican Party got gas price, and like I said, if Trump happened to be that front runner, so be it. But I'm telling you, I can. I can get those same gas prices from Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley. Oh my God.
Yeah, I get them same gas prices you talking about.
I mean, Kelly will vouch for this because I've never told anybody I'm going to vote for Trump because I don't know if we're going to be able to vote for Trump. I ain't made my mind up yet. I make my mind up when as I put all the research together, and I'll do my research and vote for the best person.
A year out
now.
Huh?
We're a year out.
Sir, let me tell you about Nikki Haley.
You want to pull up all the polls on it. What did this poll say? Look, Trump is ahead 2.21 gigawatts. Look at this. Look at him.
Yeah, I don't. I stopped listening to those puppets for long ago. Those puppets got, if you looked under the desk of one of them news anchors, you're going to see a Democrat politician's hand up their ass. All right, I don't listen to them. I'm done listening to them.
Oh, you don't listen to the polls, Josh?
No, hell no.
Oh, you need to talk to Black Son directly.
Black Son has a vote for you every day.
I just like to get their reaction.
That Negro worked for Rasmussen.
And they say Republicans are racist. See, if he works for Rasmussen, that's it. That's upper echelon of polls, man.
God. If we have the options we have right now, I think I would probably, if Trump wasn't an option, I probably would go with RFK.
Wow.
Yeah.
Reparations, MD. Shit.
I mean, I'm just surprised.
It may not be the right type of reparations, but it's closer than anybody else. I mean, I'm just saying, it may not be might be.
What's RFK's stance on illegal immigration?
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you that. I just know.
I can tell you.
I know if my son is rocking out with him, I'll probably ride with him.
RFK was the first bobblehead they gave a voice to. Stop it.
Well, I know a lot of people hate him, but like I said, if Dre tells me that's his pick, I'll go with it.
You think Mo would vote for RFK?
Hell no. Mo won't vote anything but red. Ever.
Has he ever been a Democrat?
I think first Obama term. That's it. I think we all voted for Obama.
Facts, Jay.
I don't understand why people turned against Obama so.
Because Obama killed 3 American citizens without due process, Ron.
Benghazi. And I think people should be in big trouble for that. That shit makes me sick when I learned about that. That's fucked up. I damn near wanted to cry. And I know this happens all the time. That's only one scenario. Our military gets hung out to dry all the time. But somebody needs to answer for that.
Right.
Obama is the catalyst for what's going on in Chicago right now.
Facts.
True. Yeah.
Facts.
He's the catalyst. DACA was the preamble. That's just what it is. And everything trickled down from there.
Jay and Ronald, y'all need to jump on, man. Y'all got the damn chat room lit. Y'all need to jump on. Shit. I can't keep up.
Now tell me, MD, if you don't mind. Now, how does he feel about immigration?
Who RFK?
Yeah.
RFK is for open borders.
Open borders.
I can't do open borders.
Did you hear? She was like, Oh man.
Kelly, you
I
might have
can't
to have
do
a
that.
talk with your son. You're gonna have to have
Hey, Kelly and your son, just don't vote, okay? Just don't vote at all.
No, so you're trying to give us the trick bag, telling us not to
No,
vote, so you can
just
get
don't
who
vote
you
for
want
president.
in.
Just don't vote for president. Vote for
A
everybody.
non-vote is a vote for the opposition.
No,
So I
don't
gotta
give me
vote.
that RBR logic. Don't give me that RBR logic. Come on now, don't do that.
Fuck
Just don't vote.
RBR, man. He lies so damn much. I don't even know why people keep listening. He
Y'all
can't
need to-
add. His math
And
ain't
this is
mathing.
fucking RBR. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't.
I need to invite him over here.
He's
never-
a fuck. He's dude. Every statistic he gives is a lie. He'll tell you, oh, in 2007 the murder rate in Chicago was 532, and then in 2008 when Obama came in, it dropped by 8. It never fucking dropped by 80%.
Hell no, not Chicago.
He just
It's
lies.
80%.
Lies.
It'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious. We
Wow.
got
Rondi, man, giving that man a
So
hard.
everybody dropped their guns and held hands when Obama was president. Huh?
What? What?
Pretty much. He's the black genius.
They held hands. You're
No,
funny,
no,
right?
no, never mind. You know, let me leave that alone.
Oh, Obama was holding something during his presidency. Michael, no, I'm not going in there. Not going there.
See, that's what. Why is that such prevalent in the Republican Party? That Michelle.
Look,
is,
I don't.
Because we like to troll, dude. That's all it is. It's a big troll, man. Are you not used to YouTube? Just apply the YouTube streets to that.
not saying you, Josh, but it is some people who really believe that she is a man, though, bro.
Dude, I believe the Earth is flat. So what?
Yeah, that's true.
That Joan Rivers started that bullshit, man. That's where that came from. And as soon as she said it and then she died, everybody was like, oh, there it is, right there. It's true.
That's crazy.
That's where it comes from.
Jay the informant said, "Open borders, no RFK."
Yeah,
Right,
you know
Elvis.
what? Oh, I'm so against that. I wish I could catapult people back over. So yeah, I can't. I'm kind of
Trump
lying then. I'm kinda,
I know how to build a trebuchet. Just saying.
shit, I can't even say what I do publicly. I mean, God, that's bad too. I feel bad about that. I gotta ask.
It's the jobs that they come over here for.
I might have to repent, huh?
Do y'all think they come over here for the jobs?
Yeah.
So why would we cut out that?
Jobs? How these people have jobs when there's tens of thousands of them in the street all day long? They're not working.
Right.
Fucking drinking Modelo and getting high.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the folks, but I mean, I don't know within the last year or two. But
And let's talk about jobs real quick. I know here in Milwaukee, it took my son 3 months to find a job. 3 months.
really,
Everybody's hiring, but nobody's hiring.
Well, your
Straight up.
son better not vote for RFK because then the migrants keep coming. It's gonna take longer than that to get him his name.
See,
You know.
he's of Black Son. He's of the mindset too that it's not a big deal. Like, who cares? And
That's because he lived with you.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
He lives with you. Shit.
Like, who cares?
Just like a migrant, immigrant, whatever you want to call them. If you're giving them everything for free, they're gonna love that shit. I mean, I would.
I would too, but the people of Chicago don't love it. Neither do the people of Milwaukee.
I was so proud of
people-
them. I was so proud of them women in Chicago. Like, yeah, you tell them. And they were threatening to put her out. But I kind of feel bad for that Brandon Johnson because I feel like he did go in with good intent and he can't do a damn thing about it. I could be wrong,
No, he
but
didn't.
he just looks so stressed out. Like he don't even know what to do anymore. You know, they're really putting pressure on him and they should. They should.
Brandon
Yeah.
Johnson knew exactly what he was doing.
See, I'm probably just being too nice, you know, giving people the benefit of the doubt. But he does. If you see him, he looks stressed out. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, them people are not playing, Kelly. Them people up in Chicago are mad. They ready to.
They should be. How
Yeah.
do you wait on a housing list for 10 years
Right.
and they can't get housing, but you bring these
and get
motherfuckers in
leapfrog.
and give it to them?
Yep. Get ahead of the line. Whoop.
Yeah.
Not only that, but give money,
Yeah.
Cell
This is
phone.
crazy.
give what cell phone, video game, whatever you need.
According to Gideon, they get damn scooters.
Yeah, scooters.
Yeah, they get all
around
that
the city.
stuff, and then what they scream back is, "You get my vote. You get my vote. You get my vote. You get my vote. Give me all the free shit. You get my vote. That's a vote. That's a vote. That's a vote."
I seen a video in New York with the women out there street walking now.
Oh,
Yeah, of course. You surprised?
No, I mean I'm not. I seen the video. They out there.
Yeah.
they're out there here. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, this is the first year I've really seen white women out here on the stroll. Not trying to be funny, but
Oh, we got more to come. There's gonna be
um,
more to come.
I was like, wow, I'm starting to see. That's
Man,
interesting.
and that's it's really gonna suck when they all start covering their faces. We can't even see what they look like before we pay for it. I mean, fuck.
Wow.
Hey, Josh, you get to see an ankle. You can see an ankle.
An ankle.
You see an
Wow.
ankle. You get to peek.
Islamophobia.
Look, when I see Madison, not Madison, when I see Milwaukee Police Department pulled over on the side road getting a blowjob, everything's all fucked up. It's a problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, man. Oh, damn.
We'll just call them retros because you don't know what they look like. Even if they're ugly, it don't matter. And they ain't never seen a razor, so we'll just call them retros. That'll work.
Retros. What?
Hey, look at each comment, Black Dog.
like a 1970s porno. The retros.
Oh my God.
He said it's a stop the buses rally going on right now in Chicago.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, man. Them people in Chicago are not playing, and the people in Milwaukee ain't playing. Yo,
Hey, you got a link? You got a link, E? If you got a link, send the link.
Yeah, send the link. E. I'll put it right out. Jump up and put it in the private chat, and I'll post it. Hey, Jay, jump on, man, if you got time. I think Jay must be at work. Shout out to Jay.
Oh yeah, hey Jay. That's crazy. Yeah, they're pissed, man. That's really
Yeah, Chicago. Yo, that's why I was playing a video, but they're basically threatening. Let me just. You know what? I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all. Hold on.
Man, we done seen that video a million times, Black Son.
Oh, where the guy said we are gonna. If y'all let me say it. If y'all don't stop the migrations, we're gonna flip Chicago red. So you saw that video.
Yeah, I seen it.
Oh, okay. So what's your take on that, MD? Because I was.
I have no take on it. It's like literal. Like what are you saying?
again, what the fuck do they have to lose? Why not try?
Migrants, they can lose.
I'm sure. I think we need more gun control. That would help Chicago.
Oh yeah, that really would help. Stop it.
You stop it. I'm full of shit. Stop it.
God, gun control. What's that? We don't have that here.
Well, gun control is when you can stand and shoot at 600 yards and don't have to lay down like some, I don't know, nanny boy to fucking shoot a gun. That's what I'm saying. That's my gun control.
Well, that's the only benefit of being in the inner city, Josh. You got a better chance at shooting them before they shoot you, because a lot of them don't know how to shoot.
I'd put a turret in my house and just have a heyday, since it's legal to kill people everywhere in the United States, seems like nowadays.
Yeah, you could just get on the roof and start plucking people off, like two. I'm kidding.
Hey, E. So that dude, what's his name? The dude. See that I sent you that video, Black Son. That's why I said it was important to watch that video, because he was stopping certain aldermen. So the accusation was he was stopping. They had an alderman's meeting. The aldermen wanted to get together to have a vote on sanctuary city status. The dude that's he kind of think of him like the Speaker of the House. He an alderman too, but he like the headmaster of the alderman. He also a Hispanic. He was stopping certain aldermen from coming in to vote, so they wouldn't have enough people to vote on the resolution. That's why he stepped down.
Oh wow!
So it didn't have anything to do with the situation.
Well, again, like I said, and I sent the video to Black Son. It's over an hour long.
Oh,
but
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
Oh,
Chicago, the good thing about Chicago and what's happening there now is that there ain't going to be a migrant problem in Chicago because they're going to last a week and then I'll fly back to the Middle East where it's safer.
where it's safer.
Well, I mean, historically, Chicago has always had they got a huge Puerto Rican population in Chicago. So, and like I said, the dude that resigned I believe he's Puerto Rican himself.
Man, this is crazy, man. This really is.
It is.
I never
And
thought.
most of the aldermen that didn't come to the meeting was also Hispanic. Take that in
Hey,
consideration.
Callie, much love, girl.
Hey, that's the homie right there.
Now we can get some facts because now the chat's going to get very interesting.
Oh God.
Yep, that's his name, Carlos Rosa. He's the head. Damn. Hold on. Shit. Chill.
He sounds like he ate something really hot.
Yeah, so Carlos Rosa, he's the headmaster. I don't know what they call it, E, but he's like the head official of when they have the alderman meeting.
So why did he officially step down?
Because last week they were having a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
The meeting was to put a resolution on the table for all the aldermen to agree that they didn't want sanctuary city status in Chicago anymore. This particular alderman, Carlos Rosa, he conjoined with other aldermen that were basically I don't know, I guess their ideology was for sanctuary city. He was telling all of them to don't come to the meeting.
Really?
So the reason he did that was because you have to have a certain amount of aldermen in seating to have a vote. So all of them conspired together to just not come to the meeting, so they couldn't vote. And he was the head of that. But what ended up happening was aldermen that were unaccounted for at that particular time, they showed up. So, and hell, I think one of them is a Hispanic himself. He showed up. He was like, "Yeah, I'm Hispanic, but I don't want this shit." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, his plan got foiled basically.
No.
And now it's corruption in the air. So he resigned.
I mean, truthfully, corruption ain't new in any of these cities, especially Chicago. I mean, I've heard some wild stories about Daley. I've heard crazy shit in Chicago, right? So, I mean, it's not new, but I think
political corruption in Chicago go as far back as damn the 1920s.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, I'm glad that they're doing this, and I hope not even just for a Republican, a red vote. I'm just saying in general for the people, right? Like, I just hope they keep it up and keep the pressure on them, you know? I mean, think about it. You drive truck. I was saying this earlier. Chicago makes money hand over fist. It's $20-some to go in and out of there. I think it's like 10 to get in. I haven't been there in a minute, but I know them tolls are high as hell. I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy. They put their residents last. That's insane. And I think, MD, I think you were telling me, like, even the money here, like, a Madison being real resource rich and Milwaukee County not. And saying how, or maybe I was talking with Che, or maybe we were all up here. Anyway, just saying how they need to disperse more of the funds to Milwaukee County. It's bigger.
Well, I mean, that's a residential problem. I mean, yeah. Milwaukee, they have more people, but I guess you would say the economic disbursement is not the same as somewhere like Madison.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when I say economic disbursement, I'm not talking about like no social type shit. You know, I ain't no socialist. You know, I'm talking about in terms of economic parity with other places in Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It just
yeah,
ain't
but
there.
how do you feel about that, MD? Because when we were talking earlier, we were saying how, you know, it would be a good idea for Republicans to touch on some of that, because a lot of people are of the ideology that if a Republican gets in office, they're going to take their Social Security, they're going to take any subsidized housing that they may have for our elderly, et cetera, et cetera. And I think it's important for them to dead that, you know, it's a misnomer, right?
Well, yeah, I mean that's what the Republicans got to work on. Because I mean, hell, to be honest, a lot of them do damn want to cut.
Well, DeSantis,
Social
clearly, I
Security.
would never vote for him. Florida, you can keep him. He's a douchebag, in my opinion. I don't want nothing to do with him.
Right.
Anybody
I mean,
that says you want
right.
to push the retirement age up to 70 and, you know, cut Social Security, no, you lose me there. You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's certain social safety nets that we have that just not gonna stay. You know what I mean? Just if you believe in these, that don't necessarily make you a socialist. I mean, that's just social safety nets in regards to like humanity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't nobody
Yeah, and
expect
once
you
you
to be. Go ahead.
once you start taking all the corruption out, and the corrupt people taking all the damn money and getting the money back to the citizens, and it's to where it actually helps them, that would be a great start on both sides. You got to take the corruption out of government. Period. Otherwise, they'll just keep doing it, and it once you delve into how corrupt government is from the top down, and how much money they say they've allocated for this, but it never goes anywhere, it'd make you sick.
Well, look what Josh, tell him what happened today with Mr. Beast. This is the ideology.
This thought out. Mr. Beast just went to Africa and drilled 100 wells, brought electricity to countless villages, and he's now being canceled because they say he's making a dollar off of poor people, when everything he makes, literally 95% of everything he makes and brings in, he builds wells.
Yeah,
I mean,
trying to cancel him.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're trying to cancel him, but he's been going through it lately, even with his Beast Burger.
Man, I don't even know what the hell Mr. Beast do. Like,
he's
some
the
of these
biggest
social
YouTuber.
media, I'm like, how do you make money?
He's
Huh?
the biggest.
He's one of the biggest YouTubers that's ever graced the platform.
He makes
Yeah, I understand that, but he don't do nothing.
Well, he probably got in when it first started and
Yeah, he been
got his
doing-
following like that.
A lot of these YouTubers, man, they profit off the dumbasses of people. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of them do.
Like some of his videos do be like they kind of entertain. They used to be, but
Right. I mean, but here's the thing. So it's like, okay, you're gonna give your money to Mr. Beast, and he's gonna go dig 100 wells, or you're gonna donate to a political party thinking it's gonna help. What are you gonna do?
Or
If you got a philanthropist like Mr. Beast out there willing to take your dollar, and you want to help people, and he's doing it, that's the way we need to go. Is to give it to the people that are doing it instead of giving it to politicians and stop worrying about what the fuck they're going to do, and get it done that way.
Or other than giving it to one of these arrogant fucks who try to strong arm you into, if you don't donate, I'm gonna shut the show down, and smoke their cigar like they're the boss hog. Okay, I don't see giving them.
You got a point there. You got a point there.
Yeah, you got to use discernment.
It's a lot of YouTubers where they won't even continue the fucking show.
Yep, you got to have discernment.
Like that, yeah, that's some bullshit.
But if you look back and you do your research and you check the receipts, like, and you're seeing your dollar at work helping people, then you do your due diligence and do your research. That's what people don't do anymore. They listen to people. They don't.
But Kelly did make a good point, even though you did bring up, Josh, that he is helping in America too. He's done a lot. It's not just that he just reached out to Africa. He does a lot for people here. I mean, if you follow him on Instagram, he gives away 10 grand all the time. So, I mean, hey, like you said, I'd rather give it to somebody like that.
I guess it's a me problem. I can't rock with any of these social media. I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
MD,
I
how?
don't know.
You're
I
here
guess
all
I'm
the
just out of
time.
touch. Yeah, I'm
You-
here in my own bubble. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And look, I
Nobody
don't
else.
watch his content.
I ain't got time for it.
I don't watch his content. I know what he does here and there, but this story came across, and that's what I was talking about. I'm not down with him, as you say. I've never donated to him, probably never will. But when you see people doing good, they're doing good.
There's
You
no
got
way.
you got to be human. That's humanity. That's what we're losing. You've got to be a human.
Yeah.
And when you see people doing good, congratulations, thank you for that. Do great. Just like we do the same thing for politicians. If we see them doing good, good job on you, no matter what they are. But that we're losing that so quickly, and we need to get back to just being a human.
Yeah. Fuck the religion part. That can go down the toilet, We're divided by so many things and none of it matters. Either we're gonna keep the country or we're not. That's how I look at it. Like either it's gonna stay or it's gonna go.
She talking to you, Black Son.
Amen, Callie.
She talking to you. Stop being a Christian nationalist.
Stop being a Christian nationalist.
be
He's
human.
killing me with that.
He killing me with that too, man.
Hey, man. Hey, you may be a Christian nationalist, but I'm a white, straight Christian male in America, man. I'm oppressed. I'm telling you.
He said,
Oh hell, you was born a
he ain't
Christian nationalist.
lying.
Josh, he's mad because Mike, they did the switcheroony on him, because MD kept calling me, what was it? Jim Jordan's not gonna get in there, and they just slipped Mike Johnson in there. So he's been traumatized ever since.
I love how you use the choice of word. They slipped the Johnson in there. Giggity.
Hey, I was
not the story of my life.
God. Look, MD showed me something though. I was watching when you guys went over that video about Mike Johnson and him getting mad because somebody didn't swear on the Bible. Something like that. Like their oath, like I swear to tell the truth, whatever that the whole nothing but the truth or something, and he wouldn't. I'm like, what? Like he literally contested.
Tried to pass a whole bill. Yeah, he tried to pass a whole bill to make people say it.
That's what you get for not voting for Johnson.
Never think with your Johnson. That's what I've learned. 46 years on this planet, I've learned that.
That's probably a bad idea. Just saying. I hope everybody in their 40s has learned that at this point.
Hey, I told them to go with the other guy, but no, they wanted to, what was it? What's the other guy? Josh? I forgot his name. Jim Jordan. I'd say, man, go with Jim Jordan. This is okay. And I told them, I said they're gonna pick somebody worse. Watch.
Yeah, let's look at the process of all that. What did any of these people what are they dealing with in these back rooms? What are these deals they're making for votes? Why are people not voting on their conscience instead of they've got to get something for a vote? How has it gotten to this? Nobody's looking at that like everybody said it should have been him, but it was days of backroom deals and this. What are they dealing with? Why do we not know? This is our government. It's transparent. They work for us. But now this and they're just saying it in public, like we did a backroom deal and blah blah blah. This happened, and you don't even know what the hell they're dealing with.
You're right.
That's why I was trying to bring up earlier. Like everybody bangs on us. Like, why don't we do something about the 1% and the people running this country, and it's our problem and blah blah blah. And when J6 comes around, then everybody says, "Oh no, how dare you do that to our precious government? You're out of pocket for that." It's like, you can't have it both ways. Which way do you want it? Make up your fucking mind.
Ron?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Conscious is making a grilled cheese. He'll be back in a minute.
Okay. She was talking to you, Ron.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Oh,
I said everybody complains that we don't do enough. We don't take care of the 1%. We don't, put our people in check and it's our fault and we need to fix it. And J6 rolls around, and then here's everybody talking about, how dare you? Don't touch our precious government. How could you even think of that?
I don't think that's what they meant when they said we need to fix it.
It was over a lie. If it was over the truth, I'd be with it. But it was a lie.
Irregardless, if people believe it, does that make it a lie?
By the facts and not our feelings, man.
But if people truly believe that, does it make it a lie?
Yes, you can believe what you want to believe.
Okay, so if they went there under the name of Jesus, would they be wrong too?
What'd you say?
Hell, that's what they went in there in the name of Jesus. I showed that in the video.
You know, it's kind of funny. Well, we've seen what's happening all over the world when insurrection and governments are being overthrown. If you want to compare what happened on January 6th to what's happening in Israel, in Ukraine, in Russia, that's insurrection. What you guys have seen was a peaceful demonstration compared to what BLM terrorized this country with.
Oh, not BLM.
Yeah, God damn it.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. You literally had a reporter standing in front of a building with 70-foot flames going, mostly peaceful but fiery protest. Everything seems to be fine here. I mean, get out of here.
They offed a retired, like 70-year-old black man that was just trying to help out and protect, I think, a business. And they just off him. Like, nobody talks about that part, you know, like, oh, who cares? Fuck it. That it's okay for them, you know. It's just unreal. But how is
I
that
don't disagree with that aspect, but what I'm saying is,
well, I didn't think you have to go to jail.
Like when they were taking over and firebombing federal buildings, like literally firebombing federal buildings, breaking into police stations, doing all of this stuff. How come we haven't heard the BLM rioters of 2021 are now facing 27 years in prison? You ain't heard a damn one of it. You haven't heard one of it. Not one.
Well, again, I agree with your point on that. Again, I'm the man of law and order. So yeah, you're right. There is a bias in the media when it comes to a certain narrative based on the perception of who's in power and who's not. I agree. That don't take away from what happened on J6. You know what I'm saying? Again, the whataboutism has got to stop.
MD, have you checked out? I saw last night. I fell asleep watching it, but have you seen that interview with the police officer that was in there that day?
No.
Okay, I think he's retired now or something happened, but man, it was pretty decent. I'm gonna have to rewatch because I did fall asleep about 20 minutes.
You're talking about in the Capitol?
Yeah, the guy that was trying to get people to go different directions, and he was talking about how his superior wouldn't even answer the call. Like, come on, man. All of it is, you probably need to watch it. You're probably better at deciphering it than I am, but
I mean, I'm just glad that HBO was there during J6 to record everything, and hopefully we get the 44,000 hours of footage released, and maybe it'll change some opinions. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll prove everybody's point that everybody needs to be in prison. But if it's the case, we're going to do equality under the law. We need to do equality under the law. Period.
I agree. Because
nobody set fire to the Capitol. Nobody burned the Capitol. Nobody, firebombed it. Nobody, what they did, you could agree to disagree with what they did, but they are being handled unmercifully in our court system right now. And you can't say the same thing about the people that robbed, looted, and destroyed cities, blocks. I mean, what they're doing to J6, you're sitting here saying J6 was this, J6 was that, and they're being punished extensively for it. Like, you should be happy that a judicial system is working, but then you say, oh, BLM. Justice is justice.
Well,
Period.
Kelly, you said to the fullest extent of the law. Well, sedition should be tried with the fullest extent of the law. I agree.
Yeah, but where's the line though? Like what
there is no line. There is no line to to trying to sack your government. There ain't no line to that.
You can't really. I mean, everybody wants to say that you've been indoctrinated to say insurrection. That was not an insurrection. Nobody was even armed. I mean, nobody. You really believe that?
You don't think they were armed and didn't get caught with the
No, absolutely not. They weren't armed.
Bear spray mace. Come on, man.
Oh man, bear spray and mace. Okay, cool. You're right.
But
I mean, they were armed.
I'm the one who always.
It's amazing.
I've always went to bat when it comes to the judicial system for everybody, okay? Because I feel like it's unfair all around the board. So this ain't nothing new coming out of my mouth. I do this. I've been doing it. I'm a little bit retired now, but I did it in my younger years.
So what happened a couple weeks back when they stormed the Capitol and shut down proceedings? Is that wasn't insurrection?
No, it wasn't.
No, okay, cool.
Because it was playing. It was playing. Cameras were in there. Security.
HBO was in there during J6. HBO was filming a documentary for Nancy Pelosi in J6. Imagine that. Why did they all turn down? Why with all of the rhetoric in the buildup? Why did they all turn down National Guard to help keep everybody away? Why didn't they do that?
You need to ask Trump that.
He was denied. He sent letters to everybody. They all denied it. Documented. Denied it. We don't need it. It's not up to him to send it in. The mayor of Washington, D.C., and the head of Congress at the time has to agree to it. He can't just send them in.
Well,
because if he did, then you would have seen your sedition.
He the president. He can do whatever he wanted to do.
No, he cannot.
No, he can't.
Yeah, he talked about Muriel Bowser at the time. I believe that was the mayor of Washington, Muriel Bowser. That was a report saying, because he didn't know the extent. There was a report saying that he denied. The advisors were telling him to bring in National Guard, blah, blah, all that. It was actually Trump that did do the order, because if you watch, remember, he was in the White House or wherever he was at, and he did that video message saying that he had authorized the National Guard to come in, blah, 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 all that. Yeah, Muriel Bowser did. She could have done it, but ultimately Trump did do it. But and to
I
your
don't
point,
know.
Josh, also there was weapons at the J6. The Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers had caches of weapons.
Right. So how many politicians were shot? Who was shot during J6? Yeah, one MAGA person. Yeah, one veteran to make. Yeah, I see the insurrection. Everything's beside the point. I get it. Everything's beside the point.
Josh,
So
Josh, keep in mind that none of us cried about it. Just keep that in mind. I want to point that out.
What?
You don't hear none of us crying about, that was a bad, it sucked that she got killed in that, situation. But you don't hear us boo-hooing all over social media about it either.
Yes, I do. It might not be you two particular, but I hear plenty of people crying about Ashley.
Where?
Martyr.
Ashley, what was her name? Babbitt?
Babbitt, yeah. She was a martyr. That's what I've heard.
She tried to encroach on the House floor. What you thought was gonna happen?
Oh, and actually, when you watch that, if you get a chance, MD, to watch that interview, he states in that interview that she probably would have never got shot. I fell asleep, but I remember hearing it's a good interview. I got to play it again. I just got to watch it again because I can't remember the exact words and I don't want to misquote it. I need to find the link so I can.
America's been toppling governments forever, and then everybody's going to say J6 was some kind of serious insurrection, man. If you know the atrocities the American government has performed in the last 40 years of our lives, J6 was nothing.
Hell, they being complicit in an atrocity right now. So you're not gonna get no argument from me.
I did do that research too that you were telling me about. I don't know if you heard me that day, but I did. I went and looked that stuff up.
What are you talking about?
About the Freedmen Bank.
Oh,
remember
okay.
We were talking about that day? Yeah. It was interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. So interesting that they brought it back and hell put everybody else in it but us.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then at the end they threw in Marcus Garvey, if I'm correct.
Oh well, that ain't nothing to do with nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was nothing he could have done, but I'm just saying I did look it up. I like to learn new stuff. I had no idea about that. I'm just interested in history in general, you know.
Oh, yeah,
But how does our
history's
own
great.
government look what they disclosed to us, right? Like Operation Fast and Furious, they disclosed right there, Eric Holder trading arms with the cartels. And this is put out for Americans. This is how dumb we are. It is put out right out in the open for everybody to read, and barely anyone knows about it.
Yeah, that's why I get it back to humanity. People will stand up for a political party before they'll stand up for human life. It's insane. I don't care who would do that shit. I don't like the government trying to do that. I don't like what we do in other countries. I mean, I know you can say red, blue, whatever. I'm really for big government and what we're doing across the world is going to get the American people who are not responsible because we're too busy fighting each other's, ideologies. That when all those chickens come home to roost that we've done and the world gets tired of it, we'll all be on the same side. I guarantee it.
Yeah, if we make it to that point.
That's an interesting point. Let me ask you a question. Would you not agree? Would you not agree that position that you just said, does it align with what's going on with Israel and Gaza right now? Because I would argue that there's a worldwide concerted effort right now, despite ideology, to point out the atrocities what's going on in Palestine. That's what I would argue.
Right. I mean,
from a humanitarian aspect.
Right. I don't want any of this to be happening. I want people to live. I don't care. I mean, I just don't want people to die. They don't need to be dying like this because really they're all just dying because it's just about money, and it's the elites funneling money through this war effort, this war machine to funnel back into their pockets. And it's disgusting. People are being killed so other people can line their pockets, and that's all it's about.
Well, Black Sun, he's standing with Israel. And, I saw another thing. Fun fact, Black Sun. I'm
standing with humanity. I'm standing with humanity, and I'll always stand with humanity.
I am too. But Black Sun stand with Israel. Black Sun got certain alter egos. He got White Sun and Red Sun. He also got Jew Sun. That's another one of his alter ego that he could break that out at any point in time. And he broke it out saying Israel the 51st state and all of that. But another thing I saw a graph today, and it said it was showing Ukraine civilian deaths versus Gaza civilian deaths. And Gaza civilian deaths has surpassed Ukraine civilian deaths in 4 weeks.
Right.
And
well, they fucked around.
Going on what since 2021, 2020, whatever
right.
that was.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's disgusting. And if you really want to know, if you want to stop looking at everything, like I looked up Lindsey Graham's net worth. In the last 10 years, he went from less than $1 million net worth to almost it was almost $100 million net worth in 10 years of being a politician. How is that possible?
That lobby money is great.
It's the lobby money. It's the war money. It's $7 trillion over 20 years. Yeah, it's literally money for, it's, yeah.
And that's why I said a lot of these Republicans, they're not true right wing. Now, everybody knows what right wing. All right wing means in its lamest terms is less government. I would argue that most Republican politicians are not right wing. Why are they not right wing? Because they're all about government.
Right.
They'll take the money from the company. They'll line their pockets with lobbyist group and special interest group money and vote the way they're being told to vote.
Right. And that all plays out with the backroom deals for the Speaker of the House, right? That's what it's all about. Who's going to get the most for saying yes to this? I'm not voting on my morals. What am I getting out of it? When you have people, a human that does that, what can I get out of this? They don't give a shit about who put them there. They're doing it for their own needs, not their constituents, not the people. We're becoming an unrepresented people.
Hey, I agree, 100%. I totally agree, 100%. Black Sun, where you at? You got a video you want to play, don't you?
Oh man, Kelly left too. I scared everybody off. I apologize. I'm just a goat herder in Oklahoma, really. I'm just a gardener. I'm not really into this whole politics stuff.
Hey, it's all good, man. Like I'm trusting everybody at. If Black Sun gone, I guess we can shut it down. I guess.
Yeah, I could jump down. I'm going to eat my dinner anyway, but it was great.
Right,
I'm definitely going to subscribe to everybody here, and I'd love to join y'all again. It's great talking.
Hey, anytime,
great debate.
man. This the arena, man. It's for free fall over there.
Right on.
All right, man.
All right, take care. Thanks for having me up.
No problem. Man, did somebody else just come? Let me see. Hold on. Oh, that's Lady Shay in the house.
Oh man,
Peace, what's up?
you ran motherfuckers off, and here I come.
Oh no, yeah, everybody dropping off. You know how this shit. You know how Black Sun do. Black Sun go do some other shit. How you start a show, go do some other shit. But yeah, what's up though? What's up?
What was the topic, man? I just got on here.
Well, we were supposed to be doing the articles. We only did one, so.
Well, look, can I stay for a moment, or y'all really
Yeah,
just,
we chilling, man. Yeah, I'm driving. I'm chilling.
What's up, Ron?
See, even he gone. I don't know what the hell going on.
Everybody decided to go potty and go to sleep, take a break.
Take a bathroom break.
Didn't say nothing, just quietly crept off into the moonlight.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, fellas. At least say so. You know what I mean?
Went to go fix oodles and noodles, so I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, somebody over there making mac and cheese and shit. And so I hit the gas station. Fucking decided to roll a blunt in silence. I mean, this is fucked up. It's fucked up.
I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, we were talking about that first article. We was talking about damn shit. I done forgot something about Trump. I think Trump with his we were talking about his civil case that he had today.
Oh yeah. I missed it. I mean, we was focused on some stuff that's happened in our city. They just acquitted a killer from the Elijah McClain thing.
Yeah,
so we focused on that, and then we got an election tomorrow, and in both cities, in Aurora and Denver. I think Denver got a school board race or some shit, and so we was over there. Me and Jesse had bombarded the chat. Every time where we go somewhere, like in a chat room, me and Jesse, especially if it's coonified, me and Jesse in there just wrecking havoc in the chat room. And so then we have city council that we both participate on. Except they had a full list of people today, so we didn't get to speak. But it's natural they put us all the way at the bottom of the list. And then Jesse told me the arena was on. And I was like, oh, let me hurry up, wash my hands, and come find out what's cracking.
Now, do y'all be doing that on Zoom call?
Yeah, well, right now, because Jesse used to go. He used to do it in person. He used to do like 10 Zooms a day with different things, and then we had the COVID hit, and then everything went to Zoom. So he used to be in person. Much. And I think COVID is like an excuse now. But they have in session now. But this Monday, so I've been sick. My my old man been over here, looking after me every couple of days. He go back to his apartment, cool out or whatever, handle his business. But he'll come over like once, maybe a couple times a week to help me.
Yeah.
So he was over here, and we decided we were gonna do city council anyway.
Yeah. Now let me get personal with you, ladies. Why don't y'all just move in with each other?
And we get, well, first of all, Capricorns take their time. But Aries, I've already been done that.
Okay.
No, but he you want to make sure it's the right situation. Plus,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The thing is, I gotta convert to him. Really, if you think about it, how he put it is we had different maintenance habits. So what I proposed to him is I was gonna convert to learn everything his way. And that way we can live together and function properly. Cause I really don't want to fight with him, man. Like,
Hey, I get that.
dysfunctional.
Get
But no,
that.
He's picky.
Ain't nobody got time to get kicked out. I understand.
Yeah. So
I understand.
yeah, like right now, like he's more seriously focused on the things, on our world issues, whatever our issues. And I just want to sit back, watch Netflix, and chill. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, I get it.
But he's want to be serious. So, in order to make our relationship work, one of us got to compromise. And I feel like this. Why not? I ain't got to be right all the time. Shit, it's a man's world. He go ahead and lead and take on and do what men's supposed to do. I ain't got no problem with him running shit, and I have my moments where hey, don't talk to me in that tone, cause but other than that, I do whatever you say, cause I grew up in an old-fashioned household. The man makes the rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
So I had a lot of work to do. Considering that he's particular, and you wanna keep a good relationship going, you gotta submit. I'll submit because I need him more than he needs me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. But it's always compromise in any situation. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like we live together. I mean, because I'm either there. Oh, I haven't been there since I've been really sick with my heart. But so it's been like what been like 3 weeks, 4 weeks since I've been at your house. Been like 3-4 weeks since I've been at your house. Yeah. I've been too sick to travel, but he's been coming over here, which it's probably good because now he's getting out the house more. But I used to go over there mostly because he never wanted to leave. All his things are there, his comforts are there. When he come over here now, like I used to feel like he just come over, take over my desk, and then we work that out. Now he can go and have the whole living room, and he still get the same amount of internet usage. You know what I mean? So we had to work around it, but if you need somebody, and like I need him, of course I love him, but if I need him, I need to work on my behaviors because my behaviors are more dysfunctional. We just argue about semantics, but I would say I'm an Aries. I want to fight about everything.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's wild, man. Cause like I said, man, me growing up like in the South, man, I would have never thought like like regular. Like, of course, you got like uppity niggas. I would have never thought like it's regular niggas living in Colorado. That that's just me and my dumbness. Like as a child, you know what I'm saying? Because it's such a beautiful place. Like to me, Colorado is like one of the most beautiful states. Like the mountains. Like I ain't never seen no shit like that when I first went to Colorado.
Beautiful. That's the only clean air refuge we got left is the mountains and the water.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just me being from the South. It's like to me, it's like y'all unicorns. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, niggas live in Colorado.
I feel like that because I feel like I should have been born in the South instead of where I was born in California. I feel like I was totally neglected of a childhood being in the South because I travel a lot. I used to travel a lot out to the South, and I like being out like Texas and certain parts of Florida. Just I've been through it. I like being out there. I felt like more loved and more nurtured than I do here. However, I wouldn't consider it like this. Look, I'm gonna consider a transplant, right? I was born in Los Angeles, so Colorado or Denver per se is not like real. I mean, there's a few. Let's say there's a few real motherfuckers here, but most likely they have some wishy washy shit. I've only managed to meet a handful of motherfuckers that are some revolutionary thought process, and Jesse one of them. You want to go see real fucking mindsets? You got to go to the South. You know, you got to go and hit the harder spots in certain areas. Everybody's so brainwashed, my brother. Brainwashed.
Yeah, I get you. I remember. Look where y'all at. Like it's like you know it's subjugation everywhere, but like Denver, like I don't think ain't nobody really on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. They're ready over here. They, us trying to get like I say, me and Jesse sometimes feel like we're amongst the handful of motherfuckers that we know. Okay, we're probably the only ones that think on this revolutionary mindset where we want the real official changes to happen, real tangible changes. And we know that, like you'll hear me say on my shit all the time, a purge needs to happen. Because it's okay. They hire or they select all these politicians, but they keep some of the old politicians from the previous administration. And so the fuckery continues, you know what I mean? And so I'll be like a purge needs to happen, where you need to wipe everybody out and restart the government under a different mindset before it gets crucial. You'll hear me say stupid things like that. It's not stupid, but I truly believe in it because it's brainwashing is going on, and nobody can stand up. A lot of this stuff we face, as long as we all stood up, I mean, it wouldn't really go on. You see certain sections like Chicago standing up, right? Certain other cities are standing up, but they pick and choose. It's not consistent, and that's what some of the people have been saying. Like, we as black people are not consistent, or they've made effective. We need to be more consistent.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. Cause like I said, like especially being like when I started driving truck, I used to go out west or whatnot. Like I would go, and like I'd be in Denver, regular city, and then I go through Vale or whatever. Then it just be nothingness until I get to like Grand Junction. You know what I'm saying?
No, you would rarely see any black people out that way.
Yeah,
a lot of Hispanic people or white people.
Yeah, it's like in between Grand Junction and fucking Denver. Like it's just mountain. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, God damn. Huh?
It's a peaceful drive.
Yeah, shit. It wasn't peaceful for me because it was in the middle of a snowstorm.
Oh yeah. You got to worry about that through the mountains.
I was scared as hell.
Yeah, because them chains really. I don't think them chains really help because we got a lot of really tight curves.
Yeah.
And some of them don't got no barriers on them. So when you go around them curves, you're easy to slide right off.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but like I said, man, the best scenery that I done seen in the United States is in Colorado. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen no shit like that. I'm like, bro, like this shit is majestic as a motherfucker. But I guess that's why I was like, damn, like I can't conceptualize like an actual, not necessarily say a black group, but like a movement in Colorado. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, when I was a little girl, when we came out from LA, I was a little girl, and my father, my brother's daddy, used to take us up to the mountains every springtime, and we'd be up in the creeks and whatnot. It'd be ice cold creek water. And it was just so crisp. You see the fish swimming through, and the air was clean and clear. You just smell the trees everywhere. It's a beautiful atmosphere up there. The problem is that like anything, people only lonely rich people build up there, and there's now mountains that are still just mountains, and you gotta be careful of them rock slides.
Yeah.
avalanches and whatnot.
I guess that's why I thought how I thought. Cause like I said, I'll be riding through Vail, watching motherfuckers ski and all type of shit. I'm like, man, ain't no black folk, like not no regular. You know what I'm saying?
Now black people don't go skiing, man, and if they do, it's very rare.
I ain't getting my ass on no goddamn mountain talking about skiing. The hell with
no.
that.
I mean, I can see myself with one of the ski mobiles. You know what I mean? I can see myself.
Yeah.
You know, usually like what I want to do is I wanted to go and do some mudding, but you only get to do that down south.
Yeah. That's a South thing.
Yeah, I want to go do some.
And it ain't just no white thing. Black folks mud too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do. I saw that shit. I was like, because black folk have been making their little come up on these reels. They've been showing mudding. They've been showing outright horses. I know this one dude I talk to regularly. He got billy goats. He constantly chasing his billy goats through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I laugh because I feel like my mama should just have me on a bus stop and just trade up. And some
it's a place in Georgia. It's
that'll love me.
There's a place in Georgia, black owned. They got a mud trail. Mm-hmm. You can horseback ride. All black owned. He owned like acres of land, and then you come in there and you can rent 4-wheelers or whatever.
Those white
Take the
people
mud
that own
trail.
horses here. These white people that own horses. We got a little thing down in what's that Arapahoe, baby? The it's like near Stout. It's Arapahoe where that bar is, or is it Stout? It's like not. It's Champa, somewhere around there, where they got that little nightclub where they got the Clydesdales, where they got the horses. Yeah, Champa. Man, these white people won't even let black people touch their horses. They have their horses outside, and they do evening romantical rides and shit throughout the city, right? And I was at a house. I was over there riding around, and I saw horses in the city. Even the police, they come out and stand on in our last. Well, it was our last black enclave, one of our last black enclaves, and they be on their horses. They won't let black people touch their horses. They won't even let black people near their horses. They come up with this idea that the horses are scared of black people. And I'm like, man, you training your horses to be racist? That's fucking weird. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing better to do. Last time I checked, horses weren't racist. They just didn't like bad vibes. You know what I mean? And these motherfuckers are adamant about they train their dogs to be racist. They train their horses to not. That's what they say. But I got caught touching one, and this white lady hollered at me. I was like, bitch, who you hollering at?
Damn.
I'm scared.
Flip for the nigga hating dolphin.
Yeah. I've trained my dog to hate white people.
No, you didn't go to Chappelle.
For real. I would train my dog to hate white people too. I would be like, every time you bark at a white person, I'm giving you a grilled cheese sandwich. I call. Real shit. They love cheese. Why not? Yeah, it's for real. They be doing it. They don't let you touch they won't let you touch put your hands. They said my hands was dirty. Bitch, how you know my hands was dirty?
Come on down to the South. Like he said, we got all of that. Like my people in Alabama got land like that. We be mudding and horseback riding.
I want to go mudding. I want to go fucking riding horses. I saw this brother riding a horse in the middle of the street, and he was playing. It was on a reel, and he had rap music playing, and he had his motherfucking fro out, his wind just blowing through, and he was mobbing. He was like, pow, pow. I was like, God damn, man. Made me want to look like I want to go ride a horse. What do I look like?
It ain't a lot of black cowboys in Denver.
No, well, they up in the rural areas. See, we had a brother that was getting a black family that was getting terrorized by the whites.
That's right. Yep.
And they was on the news, and then they stopped being on the news, and I think it was because, white supremacy had their way with them. They was accusing them of shit when really the evidence was proving that they was in the right, and the neighbors were fucking racist and killing.
Yeah, I remember that.
They killed a person on that man's shit.
Do y'all know? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just had a look. Do you guys know where the term cowboy came from?
Black people.
Yeah, they didn't want to call the black ranchers by their name, so they called them cowboys.
Right, and they didn't know you can't be calling black men boys.
And then everybody just started using the term cowboy after it.
Mm-hmm. Those man. They just had a thing recently talking about one of our elders, I guess, passed away, and he was a black rancher. Way back when.
I think it was what was dude's name?
They
but
said
it was
they
two
changed
black
the
dudes
movies.
who started
Yeah,
the
they made the
rodeo.
movies all white about and make him white instead of he was black.
Is it Bill Pickett or Pluckett? It might
Yeah,
be Bill Pluckett.
I think so. I think so.
Bill Pluckett. He started the rodeo.
Yeah, and then that's the only thing I want to see when we got our rodeo days, our rodeo days. I've been telling Jesse, I was like, so we only gonna hit the black rodeo, right? Good, yeah.
No, you got. I mean, you know, you can't.
That's all I care about. You know, I don't support
rodeo.
white people and their bullshit no more. Like now that I've been re-educated and my brain has been wiped clean of all the mixing and white shit, I don't support black shit because that's really what it was before. I was just confused because motherfuckers make me feel confused because of my fairness and my mixture. I was like, I know where I belong. Jesse made it very clear and plain. Like, you know what I mean? This is what it is. Pick a side. I pick. There's no going back. You know what I mean?
So ain't no go. You can't go back into the Matrix.
Hell not. It's including like, dude. If I could check my own villain, and my mother is white, European white. Okay, if I could check my mother without any hesitation and kick her out of my house, where I got like a clear fucking red, black, and green flag up in my crib. Oh, where you need your glasses, baby? Yeah, don't I kick mommy out the house? Yep. I kick her out the house.
Call her your villain.
She don't like that shit, but she is a villain. Oh, you don't want to wear these?
I'm glad you said that. Let me ask you a question, because you mixed race. Is it even possible to accept both? Is it possible in your opinion?
No, well, you asking the wrong person because I've been on the black side of things since I was a little girl.
Well, I mean, you know, I get that part.
Jesse explained it better than I did. I would say no. Ultimately, you got to choose a side. I think when I see white women who bear children that are extremely melanated, meaning black, like 4C hair and everything like that, right? And that means the father did that, you know. So I see white women raising black children or melanated children, and they put them in schools where the child is being called the N-word, hard R, and they keep them there, and they want to argue the fact that my child is getting picked on. I feel like she's the villain. She did that. She allowed that to happen. She can't give a proper education on knowing the of how she can't give a proper education on, like, for example, if me and Jesse had a child, I would educate my child from jump, especially if it was a male child, about about how black men are looked at as the world and how it's an endangered species, how you need to protect yourself and watch your words and not watch your words, but also stand up for yourself, and how we live in a racist world, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If it was a black and me and Jesse had a little girl, same thing about how black women are preyed upon, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the police don't got no problems putting their hands on them. In my mind, and the way I was raised, they didn't see me as a little white girl. If they didn't, I went straight to jail.
So, but I'm saying though, don't you think that sentiment is being basically cleared out? Because hell, my kid's school, half the black kids that's in there is mixed. So
we live in a world like that where that intermixture, that mixing has been possible. That interracial sexual activity has been possible. You know, I myself didn't, you know, my mother's a racist, and even though my father passed away, he was black. He was raised among Hispanics to not think he was black. Just let it be told he was black. He knew he was black. You see what I'm saying? And he knew he was
So,
going
so your dad was mixed as well?
No, my father is black. My father is actually black and native, some sort of Indian. And his side of the family only come in two shades, light and dark.
Yeah, that's like mine.
Yeah, so they only come in two shades.
Hell, even my complexion, they consider me black as hell. I'm like, I ain't like what the hell? Because
Yeah,
most of my family members light skinned. You know what I'm saying?
Nation, because it's like anything. I think I know more. I'm more amped to know more because if I don't mind I've never minded checking white people. I've never minded telling them where to come and go, when the fuck to get off. Like I've never minded, even when I was a little girl, I never minded. We started whole school programs based on motherfucking Black history and what we weren't getting, you know. So I know where my side of things were. It just came to where when you deal with I say for some reason I've had some sisters hit me with some colorism, right? And then I have to defend that, and it would cause confusion. My mother, like when I see my mother, I only seen her like every 3 years. So I was a little girl, like once every 3 years. And so when she comes, she is mad racist, and she has little terms for different races and whatnot, and I don't like it. I've never liked it. I never liked it when she cut my fucking braids off. I never liked it when she cut my twists off. I never liked it. I've never thought that it was okay to be, to be that way. I think right now when you got white girls that just want to be, just because you sleep with a black man, that you think that you're black, and that's wrong in itself because they don't have no idea. They're only allies when it suits them. And when at the end of the day, it only take me and Jesse 30 minutes or less to fucking have them call us out our race. You see what I'm saying? It takes
well. What if the argument? What if the argument is it's not necessarily about the race; it's about the status.
What you mean?
Status meaning, we all know, especially in today's age, a lot of these white women, they want the best of both worlds when it comes to the swag, the culture of black people. At the same time, they want the uppityness, they want the uppityness, they want the same morality, the same social order that they would get from a white man. Because like I said, at the neighborhood where I live at, a lot of these niggas that are married to white women, they not know, you know what I'm saying? Like they may be a nigga from the street originally, but they trying to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they can still present themselves as being this cool nigga to a white girl. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's a large part of it.
That interracial sexual access provided them that. I would think, though, in my personal opinion, just my opinion alone, I always tried to be with somebody that was like myself in the aspect of financial status. Like if I was poor, I looked for a poor motherfucker like me. If I had money, I looked for a motherfucker that had money like me. You feel me? Because that way there was no power struggle. I think in this aspect with the women, with the white women, they want to walk the line of white privilege, but at the end of the day, if it had to come to one thing or another, your black ass be thrown under the bus. I experienced.
Well, what if the status matched though? Because a lot of the times they do. A lot of the time it be a quasi successful Negro dealing with a white woman that's been privileged her whole goddamn life.
Mm.
I would say it's matching status.
Yeah, I would think too. And also, I've experienced it from the white side of things. I had dated. Part of the reason I changed my current last name is to is a white last name, right? Because I was under the impression that I couldn't get a regular job because my father had was adopted, so my father had a Spanish last name. But I couldn't get a job. I could pass the verbal interview, right? I could sound like, articulate and whatnot. But as soon as they see me, they would easily deny me just the simplest jobs like customer service, whatnot. So I felt like, all right, well, maybe too on some level, I was getting denied because of my last name as well. So when I had married into the army, I married a white man. He was racist. He called me the N word in front of my daughter. That, like, look, they don't have a problem calling you the N word in front of your kid if you have a kid that looks white, right? So think about it like that, right? So they disrespected whatnot, and that marriage was soon over. You know, it was very quickly over. But I kept the last name because I thought, well, maybe I would be afforded privilege that I never was able to get into. These motherfuckers look at me like, oh, well, you have all this access, you could have, but that's not the case for motherfuckers like us sometimes. Motherfuckers just look at you. They can look at you and not see you on the outside, but really see you. And you still get denied because black people have constantly been denied shit. You know, so I would say that I've seen it where a white man had tried to put me under the fucking jail. Straight stitched me out after he disrespected and harmed me physically. You see what I'm saying? So I've seen it in a lot of cases where there's still the enemy in my personal experience. I wouldn't say that everybody's experience is the same, you know, because I got a sister that love white people, you know what I mean? And she want to hold hands and fucking save the world, you know? So I know for a fact that it's just, you know, it's personal experience, I think, that really shapes our views of how we look at them, you know what I mean? I try nowadays not to be around people that are so easily swayed by, like, I don't think they cry, because I've seen white people crunch up their face and make the sounds like they gonna cry and they feel emotional and not one tear falls out. Not one tear falls out their face.
Well, I'm saying is, I think, because I'm looking at it as far as like the next generation. The next generation is I'm telling you, those lines are going to be skewed based on the fact that you got all these interracial relationships going. And like I said, me, I'm an individual.
The new generation, these new Gen Zs, Gen Ys, whatever, they're showing us that they're probably going to try to make it work with the opposite, you know, with what we see now, that maybe our thought processes are going to be different. I mean, only time will tell, you know. I've seen a lot.
But would you accept that?
Yeah, we're gonna have to accept what they choose, because you really can't talk to these young motherfuckers anymore. You know what I mean? But
because I look at it from my perspective. I got 3 young boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can almost guess, but especially how my sons act, right? I can almost guess. Probably 1 out of the 3 is gonna end up having a white girlfriend and bring me some mixed children.
Yeah,
that's just me guessing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not mixed grandchildren. That's just based on the fact that how they interact with white people at this school. Like I said again, at my son's school, half of the black kids there are mixed. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather see my children bring home, like I said, if hypothetically me and Jesse had our children could be melanated for real. And I would say,
hell, I got one son like Mexican girl.
Yeah,
right.
I could dig it. I mean, I would think that I would raise my children personally, because I have black family members, especially sisters, that are like, we do not want our sons bringing home no white girl. It's disrespectful to us. And I would be in agreement, full standing agreement, because I believe in the nuclear family. I believe in a black man, black wife, black seed. You know what I mean? And that's my personal belief. I can't help that I came out like fair skinned and mixed like a motherfucker. But I believe strongly in the black nuclear family, because it was destroyed. You know what I mean? I believe that it should be black woman, black, and I'm not saying mixed. I say black woman, black man, black seed. You know what I mean? I believe strongly in that. So I believe that my son or daughter should bring home a qualified, good standing black mate. You know what I mean? Whether it be a male and my son bringing home a nice, qualified, black woman, or my daughter bringing home a qualified, strong black man. You know what I mean? I really
Does that include that? Does that include a multiracial person?
I would say in my aspect, my father is black, so I go off of the black. I go off the father's.
So you going more off on the culture,
yeah,
rather than the color.
right. And I see how I would look at it on different aspects. I mean, I've experienced some negativity when aside from currently, but previous in my past where I've dated black gentlemen and their mothers and fathers didn't agree with me being in their life because I wasn't wasn't 100% black. And so I've seen it from their aspect too. I've seen it how it makes them feel and the thoughts behind their children being too light with 3C mixed hair. You know what I mean? I can see it. And so I understand it to a point where I would never want my children to bring home a qualified black mate with even if the mate was mixed and it was more black than fucking fair, right? I would really look at the parents too, because that parent has got to be in that child's life for the rest of their lives. So if they're on some old ignorant fucking shit, I wouldn't want my child to be around that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean that go back to colorism, because I mean, hell, you got some mixed kids out here. I mean, they look like the typical light skinned black person, or you got some mixed folk look like Timmy O'Toole. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that goes back to the cultural aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would look at all the aspects, but love is love. Sometimes you can't really help it. I mean, if
my kids, they got a cousin. They got a cousin that's mixed. Man, he looked like O'Reilly. You know what I'm saying? But his mama black.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, my lineage, like most of the men in my lineage, they got red hair and freckles.
Mm-hmm.
I came out, I got the freckles, but I ain't got the red hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
I mean, it's all
red in your skin, so when the sun hit it show.
Yeah. I'm red skinned. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't light skinned. I'm red. I'm red skinned.
Yeah, like
I got a red tint to my pigment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. From the aspect of like mixed race people, they come in all shades, all, you know what I'm saying? Hell, even sometimes the phenotype be different.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talk about the cultural aspect of how we were raised, that to me is more precedent
that right there
than like skin tone.
Yeah, because I want to see how they was brought up, because just like I would expect to be vetted too. I would be expected to, if somebody bringing home my son or daughter, I would expect somebody to look and see if I'm on the right side of my blackness, or if I'm on some which I can't be, I could never be, but if I was on some other shit, you know what I mean?
But when you say culture,
man, where you come from, Black Son? You've been gone.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. I had to get my damn that rental truck, that damn loaner situated. I'm gonna work tomorrow, man. I'm gonna see that lawyer too, though. But yeah.
Oh, why?
But yeah, culture is I mean, it's ever changing and shit. Because when you talk about culture, you talk about music, you're talking about food. So what kind of standard? And then each generation, the culture changes. So what are we talking about here?
And that's why I think the lines are skewed. The line's been skewed. So let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
They're skewed with every generation, though.
Well, I would say this is the most prominent.
Yeah, I would say that too. I would agree, because this music over here that these youngins is making is really trash.
So then how?
Really trash.
So and I would agree with you. So how do we set the parameter? Because the older generation are always going to think the younger generation music is trash. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only 43, so whatever a 23-year-old is really dishing out music-wise, I can analyze it from an objective standpoint. I just think like, look, there was there's a little podcast I follow called
But how can you do that when all the music is the same? I mean, it's like
because it's different. They asked about this one.
It's the same to you though, Black Son.
Yeah, that's
okay, right? Okay.
It ain't the same to like my son.
Right. That's about SZA, right? You know SZA, right? The Weeknd, the one that makes the song The Weeknd, right? They asked about her. They asked if she was a real good singer or whatever. And my objective answer was, she the best we got now. She a Mary J. Blige? Hell nah. She a Aretha Franklin? Fuck no. Yeah, I mean, but she the best that they have produced right now lately. I mean, is anybody better than her? Sure, there's a couple of people. They ask all the people, all the new age music that's going on now. It's for, we don't even know if it's for the culture anymore. If it's all for everybody, you know. So there used to be times where music was just black.
Well, I'm gonna let.
Well, anything that's distributed is for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and this is where I'm gonna get accused of being a Christian nationalist.
Go ahead.
I think music has frequencies, and if a guy listens to a certain frequency, is gonna make him think like a woman. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Supposed to have a little mixture of feminine.
I don't think. What I'm saying is, I don't think no man should be listening to no R&B. R&B is designed for women.
No, not necessarily. I mean, come on,
That's
man.
crazy. That's
what you saying? Like,
what did you just say?
I said that. Yeah.
What about if you're trying to get romantical with your female?
You said very women.
First of all, the guy is saying, "Ooh, baby, baby, baby." Why is the guy listening to "Ooh, baby, baby, baby"? Come on now, what the hell we doing?
Oh God, man! I mean, if you're trying to,
You just can't enjoy the song, Black Son. That's not possible. Just enjoy the song.
You telling me that Sade made something for women?
I cannot enjoy that.
Men?
As a man, no, I can't enjoy that. No.
Do you ever
Sade will make you jizz in your own pants.
Right.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So when you're trying to get
Sade has the truth.
What about Al Green? You ain't never broken up with a girl and listened to some trash songs, man?
No, I don't. No.
So you ain't never listened to Otis Redding?
That's why I said the culture thing is out the door.
Wait a minute. Okay, I can understand you saying maybe like the 80s. I'm a stretch the 80s and the 90s, like 70s and the 60s. When they were talking about like making love and being in love with your woman, you can't get down on that R&B.
No black R&B.
Listen to R&B.
Okay, so guy, you ain't listening.
It's kind of making sense now. Wow.
How about Keith Sweat? That's R&B.
I do not read my lips. I repeat after me. Black Son, do not listen to R&B. R&B is
that's what Christian national shit. You listen to a female artist, you're gonna turn gay. Is what he's saying.
Wait a minute.
What do you listen to?
Is that why you listen to rock so much?
Huh?
Is that why you listen to rock and roll so much? You want to show your masculinity?
You gotta try to show your white atheism.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I'm so glad I'm doing this Manosphere show.
Right. Hey,
You do the
look, check
Manosphere
this
show,
out,
boy?
though. When you get a broad home, what you listening to?
Let them know, MD. We got that show coming up Friday.
Wait. When you get a bride to your crib, if you ever take a woman home,
I enjoy the silence. I said that. You missed that.
Silence, man. You non-romantic mother.
How she gonna get aroused?
I enjoy the silence. We enjoy the silence.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Do you even listen to jazz?
Yeah, I listen to jazz. Yeah, jazz is cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Jazz is not. Yeah, jazz
ain't no female vocal to it.
Ooh, baby, let me get a lick at that, baby. No,
crazy. You telling me you ain't listening to no Teddy P ever?
You know, it's funny you bring up Teddy Pendergrass. You know he had concerts with nothing but women, right? Only women were allowed.
And they would throw their panties on stage.
What about Ella Fitzgerald? She was a jazz artist.
Wait. Jazz is a different frequency, though.
Man, come on with that spooky dookie, man. I ain't trying to hit the spooky dookie.
I'm not gonna discredit
That's the spooky dookie.
I'm not gonna discredit what he's saying about the frequencies, but for him to not listen to R&B
Male
Wow.
R&B.
Wow.
I'm saying the frequency is spooky dookie. That's what I'm saying.
No, the frequency turns
I
men
understand
into
what he's
damn
saying,
parents.
but for him to not be able to hear the R&B side of that, and he talk about frequencies that love vibe, you know, because you
Hey,
know.
I'm gonna even tell you a recent song. My son was listening to it.
Let me love you, baby, baby. That's designed for women, right?
No, it's
they write
designed
that
for
for
men.
women. They write that for the woman.
It's to make the man who's
I don't
still
hear another man
out
saying, "Ooh, baby,
to
baby,
go get that.
ooh, let me lay you down." Like
For real.
I think
It's
that's
to make you better stand hard and you go and get that.
Think about that.
To bang that out. What is wrong with
Wait,
you?
so wait a minute, hold on. This is really gonna blow your mind, Blackson. You telling me you never listen to R. Kelly?
I don't. Hell no.
Wow.
Oh, bro.
Gardner Josh, you a fool.
Hell no.
Wow, yeah, Joshua.
How you not listen to the R?
He put the
That's
R
crazy.
R&B, bro.
Because the R
That
right
means he ain't got no rhythm when it comes to banging it out. That's really you gonna skip the rhythm and the vibration of banging it out against the wall because you gotta listen to somebody.
Black Son said he do see something wrong with a little bump and grind.
Wait a minute.
No. When a guy is saying, "Oh, baby," when they doing all that, he's
trying to get aroused to go.
Man, he's trying to connect with that woman, man. What the I'm like her, man. Like you try to get that connection, man. That's how you keep it, man. You get that connection, they forever connected to you, bro. Yes.
You looking in the eyes, you looking at it from the
Yes,
back.
man, yes.
I mean, like, man, we can't, man. Black Son, what is wrong?
Black Son said, "Don't keep it on the down low."
Don't
right.
keep it down,
Black Son's trying to be like,
he say he playing headbangers ball when you get in the
go
bedroom with him.
go ham and shit.
I want to quick. Ain't no shame in my game.
He listen to the
The
Twisted
90s
Sister and
shit,
shit.
go ham.
Hold on, that's soft. No. I listen to Napalm.
I want to rock. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Black Son. So no woman is just gonna try to be in lust or nothing with you because you.
Well, hold on, Blackson. They got some like they got soft rock.
I take it back to the time before.
You don't listen to soft rock either.
Who?
Soft rock.
No,
Alternative rock.
Soft rock. No.
Wow.
Damn, man.
No soft rock.
Damn, bro.
Hey, and I brought up the show that I'm gonna do talking about the manosphere. One of the terms that they use, and Black Son use it as well, is alpha male. There's a sense of this conservative aspect of how a man should be perceived, right? That's one of the aspects of it. I don't go with that.
Well, let me address that. Let me address that. A true alpha male love women, so I don't know what the hell they own. So
but an alpha male is an animal.
What?
An alpha male is an animal. I don't put no stock into being an alpha male, beta, or nothing. Because
who said alpha male is an animal? Who said that?
Science.
Right. Oh no, I disagree with that. That's pseudoscience, bro. That's pseudoscience.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you this: being an alpha male is part of a social order. I'm not part of a social order. I'm an individualist.
No, I got you. That's actually an alpha male trait. That's actually an alpha male trait.
That's kind of
that ain't an alpha male trait. An alpha male wants everybody else to follow them. Like that's literally the definition.
Yeah. You kind of are the leader of the pack. That's why they call you the alpha male. You're the leader of the pack.
Yeah, you're supposed to be the dominant male.
Yeah, but there's different traits of that though. There's different.
No different. I mean, there's no. I mean, there could be different aspects, but you are.
I'm just saying there's
the leader
but
of the
you guys
pack.
are not addressing it as that there's
People
different levels.
you know what I'm saying?
There ain't no different level to be in that.
There's different levels. Yeah, there's different levels.
No, there's not. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how the incels and the manosphere put that term out. Talking about being an alpha male and a beta male and all that.
Yeah, but see, what a lot of people do is use terms. They hear terms and don't really even know the definition.
So where did the term originate then, Black Son? Where did it originate?
You tell me.
The animal kingdom.
The animal kingdom. Okay.
Yeah, when they're dressing the
hold on. Are we not animals?
Come on now, don't 3-card money.
I'm not. No, that's not
The,
a three-card
the
binding.
ball,
Sir.
the ball is in your
We are
hand, sir.
mammals. We are
Hey,
mammals, sir. We are
there is
mammals.
no ace. There is no ace on the 3-card mind. That's a misnomer. We
No, it's
understand
not.
that.
No,
We
we're
understand that we animals, but we're not acting instinctively like animals. Not in that aspect. No, we're not.
So no. But being an alpha male is not an that's instinct. No, that's an order. That's not an instinct. That's an order. Sir.
Well, a social order. You're right, and I don't
Right,
follow
so how can it
social
be?
order.
So you contradicted yourself. You just contradicted.
How?
yourself. You're saying that it's okay. You're saying it's an order, correct? Then you said it's
So
an
it's
instinct.
it's an aspect of a social order. Yeah.
Okay, but how can it? Okay, if it's an order, then how can it be an instinct?
Because instinctively these animals are doing things based on instinctive sexuality, instinctive predominance of resources and shit like that. And we ain't out here fighting for scraps of food or who's gonna fuck this female.
Actually, well, that could be debated, but okay.
On some nigga shit. Well, it can be debated on some nigga shit.
I mean, hey, I didn't say who. I just said it could be debated. Hey,
I'm saying on some nigga shit.
Niggas debate all the time, don't they?
I'm talking about what you saying that it can be debated. I will concede that on some nigga shit, yeah, they do act that way.
Oh, okay. I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I concede that point.
Okay.
But that's nigga shit.
I mean, okay.
I concede to you on that point.
MD, do you think that Black Sun is manosphere material?
No.
Nah, but Black Sun ain't manosphere. I ain't gonna put that on.
Take a bride home and
I ain't gonna put the manosphere on him because I think. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny. A lot of manosphere men like Trump. They vote for Trump.
You're right. Again, bro. Tune in Friday. I'm doing the presentation.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna tie all that together.
It is.
Oh, you got a lot of manosphere that hate Trump. So what's your point?
No, I don't know too many that do.
MD. Hold on, MD.
I've never seen a, like I said, I don't give a shit about the manosphere. But me personally, I've never seen a manosphere figure that was left. I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, me neither.
That's just me personally. I ain't saying it ain't out there.
Fair enough.
Me personally, I ain't never seen it.
But we gotta guess, y'all. We gotta guess.
But what's the reason why they rock with Trump?
I think
the reason why they rocking. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Uncover the.
No, I'm saying.
Wait.
The reason why they going with Trump, not based on policy, but based on morality, based on a conservative aspect of what MAGA is. I can prove that.
Oh, so they're not physical conservatives. Okay, yeah. You got that argument.
Hell no, they ain't physical conservative.
Oh, well, the hell, you got that argument.
They social conservative.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna argue that point, bro. I'm not gonna argue that.
That's why I ain't put you in. That's why I didn't put you in that category. I will put you on the category of Christian nationalist, but not manosphere. I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna do you like that.
Appreciate that.
You got the arena covering the whole.
Yeah, we had it's a guest up here. I don't know if he cool or not, so I didn't know if he was gonna point.
Yeah, delete.
Well, welcome to the arena, brother.
Yeah,
go ahead, delete. Go ahead. Oh yeah, see, that's why we got the screen blotted out.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, he got some
porn bomb.
Yeah, porn bomb. Yeah. Pimp got your band.
That's why you put the overlay up.
Yep, that's what the overlay. Okay, we can go back to normal. Yep. Yeah, he porn bombed us, but we got the thing up, so we good. We ain't even gotta edit it.
Yeah, no.
That's
well,
smart.
That means we're getting a little bit bigger if we're getting porn bomb, guys.
Hey. right. But yeah, I guess I've been just a Christian nationalist, so I'll take that. Even though I still, I'm gonna have to have a second debate on that, EMD.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna have to get a second. Oh, in fact, I'm gonna defend Mike. I'm gonna do another one defending Mike Johnson, man, because you railroaded that man.
Man, that dude.
Man, Mike Johnson was destroyed, man.
Nah, you
He was
railroaded him,
destroyed,
bro.
bro.
I went back and listened to that show, MD. You railroaded that man. First
Mike
of all,
Johnson is an
hold
avid
on,
Christian
hold
athlete.
on. Answer this question. Answer this question. Did they ever prove that carnival discriminated against people?
I mean, obviously they had to. It was
No,
they had to.
no, they never proved it. That's why they lost the case, sir.
No, they lost the case because
No, they won the case. They won the case.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, they won the case based on the fact that they looked at the attraction as an attraction and not a religious institution. That's why they won the case.
Right, but they never proved the discrimination part.
Well, that was beside the point. That wasn't what they was in court for.
OMD, you brought the
I brought it up because that's what it was reported that they did. They said they don't hire Muslims and gays and all that shit.
Allegedly, they didn't prove that. That was alleged. I went back and I did my research.
Well, I conceded that alleged.
Okay.
But it don't take away from what the case was about. The case was about
your argument though, MD, that night.
No, that's not what won my argument. What the reason I brought it up to show that this was a religious institution. You can't deny that. This was a religious institution asking for state money. That's what the case was about.
Right. I agree with that.
They won the case because they finessed and finagled to say, no, this is not a religious institution. It's just a tourist attraction.
Right. So how does that make Mike? I mean,
because he was the leading attorney.
Right. So he's doing his job as an attorney, right?
But his attorney group at that time was a Christian attorney group, Black Son.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Never mind.
Man.
Man. Yes, I'm starting.
I thought you were a capitalist, man. I thought you were.
Real quick, can I address something real fast in the chat? Can I say something real fast, just in case?
Go ahead.
I'll real quick to a few people. Just because I called a broad a villain, it's because she's a villain. Like I call my mama a villain. It's not just because she's white, she's European. Yeah, that's part of it. But her views are very villainous. Her views have been to me, in my opinion, just of me, just been very disrespectful. She's a villain. She just is. She does some villainous shit to me and my brother when we was growing up. So if I call her a villain, that's my personal opinion about my own goddamn mother. You know what I mean? If you call her a villain, I guess I have to put you in the mouth. You know what I mean? But that's just the way I see my mother. When we talk about like whether or not if she's a villain just because, like, back to Josh, she's a villain for being vanilla. No, she's a villain because she's a motherfucking racist. She's a villain because she did bad things to me and my brother. She's a villain because she left me in the motherfucking sister. I got a whole fucking epitome of reasons, a whole book about being a villain. However, does that mean that the love is not there for the villain? Of course not. It means I love her in my own goddamn way. She brought me in the world. You see what I'm saying? I just have my views on it. And if I call her a villain, that's me calling her a villain. If I say I want to choose sides, well, yeah, because there's some cases where one side of the family will be more favorable or more kinder than the other side of the family. One side of the world is more kinder to me than the other side. If and that's just in my, like I said, from jump, that's my personal opinion from personal lived experience. So now it's not everybody's thought process. I mean, you want to kumbaya, that's up to you. That's a personal choice. But for me, like, I can't do it. And I would raising my children a certain way. It's not because personally, I think I would raise my children homeschooling because I think public school is the cause, me in my opinion, just from what I've seen in my own life, my own personal experience. I've seen that public school has led to a lot of confusion and a lot of disrespect when it comes to children not wanting to respect you in your home to your face and have conversations. I've seen these things with my own personal experience. So I'm only speaking to my own personal experience.
Right. Yeah, you can only do
Not
that.
not for everybody, because everybody will think and maneuver and move how they feel is right for them and theirs. So I
Well,
just want to clear that up, Felly. That's all I want
well,
to say.
let me give you a little bit of pushback. Like not on the personal stuff, but from the aspect of we still talking about mixed race kids, right? I've seen instances where this is why I give the pushback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's important to emphasize the aspect of the culture when we're dealing with a mixed race child, no question.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also seen instances where mixed race kids raised. What the hell?
That's that porn bomb shit, huh?
What the hell going on?
That must be somebody trying to break in the back.
Oh, well, what I was saying was I've also seen instances where mixed race kids get brought up in black families and they revered like the damn child Dalai Lama. You know what I'm saying? Based on the fact that they mixed race. Huh?
Can you explain? Because I don't understand what you mean by that. Can you explain?
Well, I'm going back to the colorism aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where a child will be born into a black family that's mixed race, and based on the fair complexion of their skin, they're treated differently from the other kids in the family.
Better or worse?
I've seen it better, way better.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with that. That's just fucked up. I don't agree with that.
Well, I'm just saying that it happens. You know, I've seen it with my own two eyes.
You're right. You're right.
So you know, again, they culturally they still views themselves as black, no question.
Yeah, the colorism stands out.
But the colorism stands out because how they were raised in differential to the rest of the kids in the family.
Yeah, I think that goes back
like
to
this golden child. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I think it goes back to that historical shit where, you know, the whiter is better, white is right, and you know the lighter is better than, you know, it overtakes. I don't agree with that because I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I don't care how light I am. I don't agree with it. I think it's wrong. In my personal experience. So yeah, I see your point on it though. Yeah, I see your point. Absolutely. I definitely see your point.
Like they would raise that child in aspirations of them garnering a better position in life rather than a dark-skinned child.
Right.
Oh, you just a nigga, you know, like, you know.
Yeah,
you gonna be a nigga with the rest of us.
Yeah, no, and I don't agree with that because I would think that would probably, I don't know, like I have my opinions on it. I think that I think you should treat your children accordingly, and the darker your child is to be the one that you should really look after and protect the most. Really.
Oh wow.
Black supremacy.
Black supremacy.
You all that if you want to, you call it black ID extremists if you want to. I just want to say it like this: is that you live in a world where you are fucking attacked for being black. Your skin is seen first before anything else.
Oh, King Noble, I love you, Lady Shay.
I feel like in my aspect, in my opinion, they need more. They don't need it, but you should educate more to the detriments and the problems that we live in. You know what I mean? I don't say they need more because that's not necessarily true. You know, our children think faster and they do a lot of different things quicker than the Caucasian children. You know, that's his fact. I'm just gonna say this though. I think that we don't educate enough for the dangers, and we let them think that everything is equal. Sometimes I see parents just totally get upset because a child is getting bullied or whatever in a white school, and they're not really knowing that, you know, they didn't educate their child appropriately to know that they just because they're black, they're black. Look at that case with the little young man with his hair, right? And they want him to cut his hair. They suspended him and whatnot. His mother didn't teach him the dangers of being a black man in the city he lives in. So he's like, why is this happening? Well, why don't you ask your goddamn mama? She's black. She should be able to tell you exactly what it is and why this is happening and what she didn't do You know what I mean? And I cast, like marks on that because I feel like, look, you have a son that wants to wear locks, and he has them all tied up, nice and neat and pretty, and they're all clean and everything. But he's getting bullied and shamed out of his own school. You put him in this school, you let it happen. This is all you. But you also didn't educate him on the fact of what it's like to be a black man in this day and age. You're still hunted. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I don't, I see things a lot differently. Like that's how I've always seen it. And I feel like we don't educate enough just to let them know that, hey, just because you live here and you want to be friends with Billy and Josh and everybody else does not mean that you're not still black, young man, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You're going to be the first one they pull out the car. You're going to be the one they say is disrespecting. You're going to be the one that they pick up. You're going to be the one they don't want to serve food to. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like we're not seeing. And instead of just saying, instead of saying, oh, she a racist, she this, that. No, it's not. It's the realities of it. They don't see being anything other than black first. You see what I'm saying? You could be all this extra, so you be lesbian, you could be trans, you could be whatever. But at the end of the day, when they doing the most to you, it's because they saw you as in your black skin first, and then all that other extra shit was a factor. And I think that's our part. That's a portion why I don't want to put my kid in public school. It's dangerous for their mindset if you want to keep them, with a good high vibrational, high thinking mindset. It's dangerous because it's influential in my mind, in my personal opinion, from my experience. Yes, sir.
Trump is your man.
How you feel? Well, no, I would say that actually, I'm a Cornel West fan personally.
Okay.
Personally, I'm a third party candidate fan, but I can debate on that.
The reason why I said Trump is your man because he wants to allow the states to control the education as opposed to centralizing it from the federal government. That's all I was saying.
We had this discussion, Black Son.
We did have this discussion, and I still okay. Go ahead, MD. Hey.
No, I was just saying we had this discussion.
Right.
That's all I was saying.
You just
that's not going.
Tell her why you disagree with it. Tell her why you disagree with it.
I disagree with it because again, we're talking about a core aspect of education. It going back to the states don't necessarily mean that it's going to be a better position for your child.
Right.
Due to the fact that it's still going to be a core curriculum there. Whether it's state or federal, it really don't matter. Also,
with the curriculum, I see a problem with the social aspect. I think that's really my problem, MD, is the socialness of the way there's so much socialness going on versus learning. I think that's really my true core answer. If we really have to dig deep, I think it's not really the curriculum, except I don't really like this agenda pushed on the education. However, I think it's more social that I have problems with versus the.
What do you mean by so? You talking about like the social environment? Well, that means you're an individualist then. In terms of education, I mean, in a school setting, it's going to be social aspects either way it go. You really can't like stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't think it's the education really too much that's my core issue with public school. I think it's the social element. You got the youngsters out going on what they think is cool, fair, right. If they look at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, any of those real quick apps and things like that, they more focused on the phone versus the education. I think that's where my problem is.
What is Cornel West's solution to that then, Lady J?
I don't know it. Like
Cornel West is a socialist. You know what his solution
is.
But
I want to hear her say it, MD.
I like Cornel West. You know why I like Cornel West? Because right now we're seeing him in a different light. I mean, he's been debating like these certain news anchors and things like that. He's been having these little debates. He gets a lot of pushback. The fact that he's talking about reparations now, not really in the way we want to. I was not with all the language that we want as far as like the new black media is concerned. I think that he's working his way up to it. I think that the third party candidate, any third party candidate right now, is probably a fairer option versus what we had previously in Trump versus what we have currently in Biden. Because right now Biden isn't really doing. Right now Biden is holding the seat, so Biden isn't really doing anything for Black people for real. And what he's offering is stupid. It's like you can't keep offering Black people education. You know, come on now, like those days are over. Like I think that as far as Trump, yes, he's done some good things, but we can't we can't just necessarily say he's gonna win even the nomination, right? We don't know that. All we know is that right now we got the candidates that are running. Who is viable now? As I say, I look at the third party candidate because I was looking for I personally, Brandy Marie, Lady J, Seduction Doll, was looking at another option to the filthy two-party system. You know what I mean? I really was. I really am seeking that because I feel like it's all pretty little pandering and warm fuzzy words, but at the end of the day, we've seen what both of them could do. We've seen what both of them can do. You see what I'm saying? We've seen what both of them are willing to do.
Well, what I'm saying, like I told you last week, Black Son, privatize the school system. Privatize that shit.
Right. No, I
That's
agree.
that's the only way.
All the way 100% MD? Because
Huh?
has it ever really ever been privatized the whole way through?
Hell no.
No. And I agree. I agree with you, MD. I agree. But right now, we don't have a candidate pushing that as of right now.
Yeah, they always leave out the school system when they run it for office. I think that should be picked up too. Because
As of right now, but trust me, MD, if
they only look at the colleges, they never really look like
nobody's pushing that right now.
Level. He's right
But I
on that
agree.
because we're running
That's
for a city
correct.
council out here right now, currently of school board rates, and even in our city, there's nobody really viable to take on a school board, especially when you got school boards that got all kind of dysfunctions. Like some school boards take up most of the budget in the local areas.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. If you got a child, and let's just say he's good at I don't know cello.
Mm-hmm.
What school he gonna go to?
School of Performing Arts, probably, or
Okay.
Some sort of musical school, hopefully.
Okay, cool. You got a child that's good at football. You're gonna try to get him to a school that's got a great football program.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a dumbass child, you're gonna put him in a school where he gets more connected tutorship in the school, basically like a remedial type school, where you get more in person whatever the situation may be.
Yeah.
If we privatize the school system, make it to where the functionality of the school is based off of merit and production, which we do now, but the only thing is we cheat and shit to do it to get state money. If we do it strictly off a merit system to where it's for profit, all schools should be for profit. And of course, all children got the right to education, so the government is obviously going to accommodate every child to go to school. But the parent in and of themselves has the right to put that child in whatever school that fits that child. You will see a drastic difference when it comes to education, especially in the Black community. We don't have that option right now.
I think that they got it the way they sold it to us about free choice in schooling was a lie. I mean, I feel like I don't have a child going to school at all right now, so I haven't had a child going to school in a long time. But I do watch, like in my local area, I do watch the school board stuff because it's in there's one podcaster that I go in there and avidly talk shit to, you know what I mean? But I agree. I agree. There needs to be some change there has to be some change because the children aren't reading and doing math at an appropriate level. Those are studies that are shown. They're busy fucking off. I mean, and then too, they always want to blame COVID for that laziness. When I remember going to school, it was like you couldn't be mediocre on any level. You had to show your work, and you had to really put some emphasis in it. And the only students you see that are really serious are the ones that are really serious to try to go to college. And that could come in any race. If they really are serious about their education, they got a strong parenting or even strong network to help them get through it. Because school could be it's lax and then it's hard. It looks confusing to me right now with the way I'm watching it in my own area. I'm watching it right now happen in my own area. I don't like it.
But even with that though, with proficiency in certain subjects, if we don't have that in a certain community, shouldn't there be an alternative for that?
Yeah,
Like I
and
said, I mean, it is what if you're dealing with a community, huh?
There should be more funding for it. I mean, they take out taxes. We gotta they take out taxes for these specific things. For I'll give you a prime example for like free meals at school, right?
That property tax fund these counties for school.
But they
But what you gonna do? But what you gonna do when you living in the hood and property tax ain't worth a damn? If we saying that the taxes are a reflection of the education, if the property taxes ain't worth a damn in the hood, that means the education ain't worth a damn.
Correct. And
You know what I'm
then
saying?
they close the school down. You're right. Like in our city, like I live in the hood. I would live in what you consider the hood in Aurora, right? So I would say I consider this a bad area, right? So when they come to the bad areas, they shutting our elementary and middle schools down. Even they close them down. And so in my mind, it's like, well, where did that money go? Not only did you see, if you look at it this way, like how I look at it, not only did they close the school down, they unemployed all the teachers, then which will lead to homelessness. They force the children to have to go further away to go to school, even if they're welcome there. Some schools will be too full to have them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they basically just stranded a whole bunch of families, created homelessness, and they kept the money. You see what I'm saying? If you look at it all around, I think you're right. I think that there needs to be some substantial change. A substantial change because they're not getting education. The teachers aren't getting the appropriate needs they met either. They're not getting all their needs met in order to teach these children. They're getting pushed back too. They got this thing in Denver. They're talking about paying for the teachers' housing, and I think that should really be important. I mean, you want these kids to learn something. How they gonna learn and be able to study and do their work if you ain't got no teacher to teach them? I lose y'all. Y'all still there, Ron, MD? Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook it to this trailer. I hear you. I'll be right back. Black Son said he left, his battery died, so probably in a minute we're gonna get ready to shut it down anyway. But I hear you though.
Ron, are you still there?
Yeah, I was about to dip on out myself.
All right then. We should have probably shut it down, but I agree. I just think I think that as far as school board is concerned, a whole grip of changes need to happen. Especially when it concerns to teaching and providing a facility so these kids can get an education, even if it's an alternative. I remember going to school. We had alternative schools for some of us. My brother played cello, so I know that he had to go to school for special school for musical talents. I haven't had my moment for my musical talents, but I didn't mean to say. But I need to say is that I agree thoroughly, full-heartedly. I mean, if the children are our future, We have to invest more in them and less in some other nonsense that we got investments going to. And he's right. They take the taxes from the lower what they consider lower neighborhoods because they let them run down, and they use it for different shit. And it never goes to the school. It never goes to the children. So yeah, where you been at, Ron?
Sorry. Getting ready for work.
You said you fall asleep.
No, not yet.
Huh.
Not quite. I was just listening.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down. That way y'all can close up shop. Thank you all for thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming up. We appreciate you.
Yep. And I'll probably be doing a show sometime later on tonight after my medicines. So I'll see.
All right.
Peace, brothers.
Be safe. Peace. All right. Look like it's just me, MD. Black Sun City done for the night. We want to thank Josh and Kelly for coming up. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. It helps us with the algorithm, as they say. And I think we're going to do another show. Be looking out for MD's show on Black Manospheres coming out Friday. I don't know what time we'll be. But tune in tomorrow. We'll definitely have the back channel and the time and date for you guys. All right. All right, y'all. Be safe. Peace out.